Last session, you guys made your way back to Crisfell. You guys had landed at the docks outside of the keep of the Winterlight Empire, outside the capital, while other airships and other dock workers were doing their business. As you guys departed from the ship, you all said your goodbyes to Captain Meredith Fawn. Drell inquired heavily on how he could get his own airship, to the point where Meredith Fawn pushed you off towards the dockmaster, who she said was a rotund air genasi with a curly mustache and goatee. When you guys got back home, Valxis had taken off his ring of mind shielding. He's no longer wearing his ring. You guys made your way back up to the tower that was Valxis' childhood home. Upon entering the tower, you were greeted by his father, Von Adder, in his apron and some mittens as he was making a pineapple upside-down cake below in his kitchen. He called out to Bamboozle, who at the time was sleeping in Valxis' bed as Valxis had gone up to his own room, and stepped in to see Bamboozle, now 10 to 12 feet long, curled up on his bed. In excitement, he burst out the window, flew around the tower a few times before coming back, hearing Von Adder call his name, and nearly decking Valxis to the ground, flew down to see the rest of you in the kitchen. Drell and Kelo had decided not to go to the kitchen, but a lot of discussion was happening in the kitchen about different types of food items and preparing a feast and all that sort of stuff before Bamboozle, coming down, saw everyone, including Mary, for the first time, not knowing that Mary was going to be here with you guys, knowing that you guys were going to come back at some point. Got excited again, flew back upstairs, almost decked Valxis from behind, went out the window, was flying around. You guys all decided to convene around Valxis' bedroom, everyone stepping in except for Sticky, who decided to sit outside and peek through the doorway. You guys then had multiple conversations with Bamboozle, which sort of led to a few of you thinking that maybe he's sort of masking his intelligence increase up to this point since you guys last saw him. He showed that he could transform into other forms, the first being what looked like a younger Valxis Winterlight, the next form looking like a younger brother to Drell, before he had some internal conversations with a few of you, including Sticky, who got a bit nervous by all that was going on and who opted to go upstairs and hang out with Stool in the greenhouse. The rest of you sort of went your own way, including Drell at first, shutting the door behind Valxis as Valxis went to go take a shower, trying to hang back and catch the vibe and spy on him and sneak in. Valxis, knowing that he was waiting back, but still just going to shower anyways, because what the fuck is Drell gonna do sitting on the outside of the room? You guys all bided your time until food was ready, and as you all sat down around the table, the door that leads to a personal teleporter that it seems that Valxis' mother and his sisters use for teleportation, for whatever work they have to do, flashed, and both Fanoa and Vivian, your sisters, Valxis, stepped out and went upstairs to clean themselves up and get themselves more presentable than the state that they were in before joining you guys for dinner. At dinner, you guys had some sort of off vibes. Valxis head down, anxious, nervous, stressed. Sticky asking a million questions. Drell trying to hold back, giving out too much information. Aphelion at the time attempted to and succeeded in conversing with Vivian in her head to ask or to tell her what you guys were there for, when Vivian responded out loud that it's a little too late to try to talk to your mom. A little too late, don't you think, kind of thing. Or there's going to be a stress here that you guys are now deciding to go back on your decision. Dinner stayed awkward for the most part. During the dinner, Drell asked Bamboozle to scry on one of the triumvirate of the Battleforge range. And upon using that scry, both of you flew mentally to a location in the Battleforge range where you saw Rijgor, the Goliath brute, one of the three of the triumvirate, just slashing down enemies. Other people around him getting shot by arrows. Bodies everywhere of all walks of life. Before coming back and realizing shit hasn't changed. You guys all went your own way for the night. Everyone had their own room created in the tower. You all went off to your own rooms, and Bamboozle met up with Sticky in the middle of the night, in which Sticky had him do one more scry on an individual, whoever gave her her locket, who you saw making blueprints and things based around Sticky. No more information than that was gained. Sticky pulled away and caused Bamboozle pain. Bamboozle went off to sleep wherever Bamboozle sleeps, now that Valxis has his room back. And you all went to sleep for the night. Starting today's session, the sun is rising. Not all of you are awake yet. It's been a lot of travel, a long few days. Hold on, B just messaged me back. Give me a second.
I think there's a giant divot in Valxis's bed from where he was sleeping.
Hi, B.
Hi, Sticky.
Are you okay?
Hello, EP.
He made it.
I'm very sorry. I had a meeting this morning and then I'm sick. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I just saw this message and it was, I'm okay, just sick. How are you? And I'm like, D&D? And that's how I am.
yeah.
You're good. You're good. We just started there. Just finished the recap. So if you remember everything from last week, you didn't miss anything.
Nice.
However, before you all wake up this morning, specifically Drell, you wake up to, a little early in the morning, sun hasn't fully risen yet, you definitely have more hours to go back to sleep. There's a knock on your door.
Alright, I get up, I go answer the door.
You open the door, and Fanoa is standing there, her arms behind her back. She's looking. Make an insight check.
Oh man, what the fuck? Man, what the fuck? I win these. I fucking... fuck!
She just looks tired. You're a little confused why she's knocking on your door. You're kind of still rubbing the sleep from your eyes because you haven't been awake that long. But she's standing in front of you, arms behind her back.
Up?
Hi, first of all. Sorry for waking you up so early.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good. She looks past you to the window. I guess morning. I've been up all night. I felt the need to, at my family's suggestion, apologize for my behavior the last time you were here. It clearly made Valxis uncomfortable that I was trying to make advances on one of his co-workers? Friends? What do you call yourselves?
Whoa. That's it?
Well, there's more to it. I'm just, what do you...
Okay, I was just like...
No, there's more to it. I'm not just knocking on your door first thing in the morning to apologize.
Okay, alright. I mean, we're the several. Well,
I just mean like, you consider yourself his friend? Or like, are you just a coworker, acquaintance? Okay. So yes, so then for me to make petty, childish, joking, teasing advances on one of my brother's friends, it was unprofessional of me, and I decided on my own, not just from their suggestion, to give you an apology gift.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
No, it's necessary. And she takes her arms, which had been like behind her back, and brings them forward, and there's this long mahogany like case with two latches pointed towards you.
It's a trunk.
Yes, it's a trunk. It's what's in the trunk that's important. It's not. I'm not just giving you a trunk. I'm trying really hard, and you're making this very difficult. I know I just woke you up. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry, and I open it up.
Okay. You open it, and what lays in front of you is a pauldron. It looks like it's got this, like, canister sticking out of where the shoulder piece would be that is full of like a blue swirling energy. On the back seems like a Tesla coil, and it's this big pauldron that sits on the shoulder and then segments down the arm to the hand into a glove, and along the arm is a bunch of circles that are connected by a wire of energy.
What the fuck?
I was told you like to punch things, and this will make your punches have a little bit more sting.
Are you sure?
What else am I going to use it for? Do you think I'm going to wear it myself? Look at it.
No, I don't-
It doesn't match my whole thing.
Does it match my whole thing? This is a question. This is
For me?
yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean, no, but it matches the fact. Well, it honestly wouldn't look too bad with blue scales, like the sapphire scales, but your outfit being just like
Does it match my whole thing?
you had like a whole colorful set of fucking regal robes that you then transitioned into the same colors, but mercantile, like less, more subtle clothes. But you're still wearing like crazy colors. You used to just go crazy on your robes. So
That's true.
like,
Just naked apart from this gauntlet.
but it's so it goes up the whole arm and onto your shoulder. It looks like it's almost a robotic arm.
Yo,
but-
is this like some Doomfist shit?
No, because it's not just the gauntlet. I can send you a picture if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because I haven't worked it into D&D Beyond yet, but it is considered like you don't have to attune to it. It's not a weapon. It just enhances your unarmed strikes.
Okay. Shit.
But she like closes the thing and then closes the trunk and then slides it forward to you like in her arms.
I thank you. I take it from her.
You're welcome. Don't expect gifts like this often.
I didn't expect anything really.
Well, good. I don't want people thinking expecting me to give them anything.
No. So
Is this when like the person Drell slept with last night wakes up from the bed and just goes, "Hi"?
Do you have someone in your room, Drell?
no.
Okay.
I was just thinking, like, if this was a
Yeah.
movie, that's what would
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. But she goes, and if there's nothing else, I'm going to let you go back to sleep, and I'm going to get some sleep for the night, it seems like.
I do just have like a quick question. Like, what?
Sure, go for it.
What spurred this all of a sudden?
It's not sudden. It's the first time I've seen you all since you left the last time, and my family scolded me for being too forward to Valx's
it
friends and
feels-
making things
it felt
uncomfortable for him.
Sorry then.
I was given, my father gave me quite the reprimand for making dinner uncomfortable by like trying to tease his friends. It's apparently not family like. Very unkind as an older sister to do to my younger brother.
Got it. Gotcha. Oh well.
And since you were the target, technically I have to give you something, Well, I don't have to. I chose to. Because what else was I going to do with that? Sell it? I have enough money.
Well, I appreciate it nonetheless.
Subtle brag.
I don't do well
What?
with appreciation, so I'm going to walk away.
All right. Have a good day.
She
Let's shut the
strolls
door.
off upstairs
Yeah.
to her room. She looked
That's fucking
exhausted.
Crazy. That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, I can give you the rest of the details right now, but it's not in D&D Beyond yet.
What is his value at?
I swear to God, if after all of this you just sell this
That is
shit, I'm gonna be so mad.
mean.
Because this is like, I know I gave you like the fucking magical knives, the punch daggers that you've never used. I know like I keep giving you shit. This is just, hey, your punches do more damage, so please use it.
Hear me out, dog. What is this all?
You tell me if you really want to get rid of that after I send you that picture.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. There you go.
No, I'm
That's
just
so
kidding.
funny.
I'm also going to, just for the rest of you, because you'll probably see it later, I'm not going to show you guys what it does. I'm just going to show you the picture of what it is. In hand.
No, I just couldn't fucking help it, dude.
I know.
That's just
Yeah.
The timing felt perfect.
And there's an armor requirement on it. I'm waiving the armor requirement. Like, it says it attaches to other pieces of armor. You don't wear armor. So it's just, you don't need it.
That's what they want you to believe.
Yeah.
Let me try to
Nonetheless-
put it on my boots of speed.
It goes on your arm. It's a fucking, what do you mean?
Bro, let me get some supersonic kicks.
That's not, you have boots of speed. Those are supersonic kicks.
All the other kids with the
my God.
supersonic kicks.
Anyways, you go back to sleep for the night. The rest of you wake up. If you hadn't set yourself to a full rest last session, feel free to do that now.
Maybe
not
I
that you guys
will.
had fought at all, but if there are any spellcasters who want to change their spells, feel free. That can, at least.
I get my recall back.
Yeah, you get recall back. I'm pretty sure Sticky, you can change your spells every day if you wanted to. But you all wake up the next day. you come down to breakfast having been made. It's instead of like individual plates, it's just kind of like a plate of a ton of toast, a plate of a ton of pancakes, a plate of a ton of waffles. There's crepes, there's donuts and muffins and other pastries. And you guys come down to a full meal. Are you saying what the fuck to the item?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
For the rest of you, what he's going to remember to use, he just gets a d6 lightning damage to all of his punches. That's all he's going to have. You know, he's not going to use the rest of it. But,
that's the only part I read and went, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know me so well.
Well, it's funny because you have like magical punch daggers that you can do a ton of crazy shit with, and you just haven't used them.
Because I just like to roll dice and have number go.
I know. Anyways,
You'd
the
have
rest of
more
you come
dice
down.
roll and more numbers go.
You
if
guys,
use the other things.
you guys all arrive at the breakfast table at your separate times. Everyone a little exhausted. It's an awkward dinner beforehand, and today seems to be a day with just a tense energy, because with the intent revealed that you guys are here to speak to Valk's mother, Von Adder sits at the table. He looks exhausted after making dinner last night, and it seems like he didn't get much sleep last night. And he crosses his arms, or folds his hands under his chin. Nice of you all. I hope you all had a good night's sleep. Looks around the room to the rest of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Groggy morning. You're
I'm
not
gonna-
morning people.
I'm gonna have Sticky
have
pull up
been.
at the table later than everybody else, and then kind of sit there, and look around and kind of take in everybody.
Okay.
But she's
It's too loud.
going.
Sorry, the music.
It's totally fine. Oh god, I've completely forgotten his name. I feel terrible.
Bamboozle, stool.
Bamboozle, yeah.
Bamboozle is sitting there in his Drell cosplay, basically. His Drell transformation, just eating his food silently with his head down.
Sticky's gonna kind of look over to them and see if she catches their eye, and then if not, she's just gonna
Make an insight check.
okay.
You keep trying to make his eye contact. He just seems in his head and focused on his food. Food looks yum. So
Alright, I'm just gonna have Sticky very slowly and very quietly, to not draw attention to herself, just sit at the table but not eat anything.
okay.
Or their head down.
How plump are the beds in the Winterlight household?
As they are to your design, and when you entered your room, if you wanted it to be different, all you had to do was like say something to the servants, step out of the room, shut the door. It's a magical tower, so it can be whatever you want it to be. Your rooms did not exist last night.
Okay. When Ben sits down at the table, he like flops down and he like kind of puts his arm on the back of the chair and starts twisting. You just hear, and then turns the other way.
Yeah,
It's cracking his spine.
those undead bones.
Puts his
man.
arm up in the air.
Those undead
Jesus
bones,
Christ,
my
you
guy.
gotta stretch more.
That was just a really comfortable bed.
Did I write down
Oh my
which ones
God.
did you get, Noah?
It
It was just bag of, right?
it's just bag of beans.
Okay.
I got the immovable rod.
Yeah.
I got
So you can roll
Pocket
the
ladder.
3d4 now, and then we roll the d100 when you plant one.
okay.
What happens
So-
if you activate the immovable
so-
rod inside of a bag of holding?
In that liminal space, it will just be floating in the pocket dimension that's created inside of the bag of holding.
It's gonna
What if
fuck
it's half
everything
in,
up.
half out?
I mean, it probably just stays half and half in both locations, and you probably can't close the bag all the way.
Damn.
Like, okay, but what if you like put the rod in the air,
Mm-hmm.
then you activate it so it's frozen in the air, Then you bring the bag, you open up the mouth, and put it.
Then
like,
whatever instant, like whatever's positioning the items appear in the idea of a bag of holding is that every item is in its own tiny little pocket because you just have to know the item to pull it out, and it's not like you create a mess in that pocket, right? So if you just dragged a bag along a clicked in rod of hold, like whatever, when you go to pull out the rod, you'd hold it and then have to like move the bag out from your hand, and it would be frozen in position wherever you went to grab it from.
You just couldn't pull it out of the bag. That's funny.
You couldn't. You'd be like pulling and not be able to move. So you have to move the bag while your hand's on it. Yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
Sorry.
You have that many beans in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay. So Von Adder, he's like looking around, kind of like reading all of your faces.
I'll look at him.
And then looks over at Valxis. Well, he catches your eye and then nods to you. And then looks over at Valxis. I've summoned your mother. I don't know if you guys wanted to do that today, but the fact that it was brought up at dinner and then not shut down as an idea, I assumed you didn't have a way to contact her yourself. So she said she will be here this afternoon. You have until then, before you meet with her, most likely in the throne room again.
Would you like to roleplay, Valxis? You know, like I pretend to be your mom, and you present to me.
I would like it to be noted, just for your sanities, Vivian's at the table, Fanoa is not. She has not come down.
Interesting. I take note of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Drell will remember that across the top of the screen. This guy.
Good one.
Okay. That's kind of what I wanted, I guess. Sooner the
Vivian
better.
goes to roleplay with him as your mother?
No, sorry, mom.
I laugh out loud and I fucking like have a big bite of my pancakes.
Did you put the trunk in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have
No one
that
knows it
on
exists.
right
I got it.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
yeah,
It's like I thought you were about to be like, yeah, you open an astral portal, portal of the astral plane.
Imagine I'm like, yeah, you put the arm in and it just.
Oh my
No,
God.
I forgot to tell everybody I had this sick ass fucking shit on.
No,
me this whole
you're
time.
good. You're good. It's in the bag of holding. But continue. Sorry.
No. Someone contacting mother.
That is what you wanted, is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
You
Is
guys
there
sure you
anything
want it
I
today?
Oh, well.
Are we sure we want it like today?
When else are we gonna do it? Tomorrow.
Well,
We'll be here tomorrow.
I don't know. I mean, it might be good to talk about this like fully in privacy, but I don't know.
I mean, if you want, your sister and I can leave the table. I can have the servants leave too, or we could have a room created for you that is soundproof.
I can also.
I think that sounds better. I don't want to make you leave your own table in your own house.
Fine.
Oh,
He-
you can
he-
eat breakfast first. Don't need to talk business immediately.
Here, how about this? Vivian, have you had your fill? She goes, yes, father. And they both stand up and they go to walk upstairs, and he whispers something to one of the servants, and the servants go downstairs. And as the final servant is going down the stairs, he waves his hand, and where the stairs are, just ceiling floor covers the stairs. No one can enter, no one can leave.
I don't like this. Oh my god.
There's
Jarrell
one,
gets up
there's
from the
one
table
big
and is
stained glass window that is in this
Yeah.
room.
What the fuck,
You can
dude?
get out still. It's
Jarrell
fine.
starts
Yeah,
panicking.
you need to relax, man. You gotta relax.
Bamboozle,
Bro,
Bamboozle
I
goes.
literally live
Dude,
here.
Bamboozle
Like,
just
you
in,
did
so
in the
fast.
middle of food. Bamboozle's like, am I supposed to be here for this?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
He forgot to leave.
I
A
can
little
leave.
bit.
Me and Stool
Oh.
can leave.
I knew
No, you're
Stu was
fine.
there too, that son of a bitch.
No, I don't
He's
think we
in a
should be
pot.
here for this. He just fills his arms with a thing of fucking pancakes and starts like walking over as the little Drell form over to Stool and goes, okay, Stool, get on. and he transforms back into the bamboozle form, and you see the wings are now holding all the pancakes, and he just like hands them to Stool, and Stool just grabs them in his arms and then lifts a leg over and like
How's he gonna
straddles the quaddle, and then he like goes over to the window and just like and orange in his teeth and then flies out and shuts it behind him, and they leave. There are
that
now
the
no more
only
pancakes
way
on the
out?
table.
This is Corey's way of removing himself from the roleplay.
Wait, is that the only way out?
Who gives a fuck what way is out, man? We're
can
fine.
get us
It's just
out
How
if
do
fucking
we let
matter.
them know?
You just wave your hand, Dro.
Bro,
See?
you,
I wave
yeah,
my
you
hand.
gotta fucking
You wave
chill
your
out
hand.
on this.
Nothing happens.
You gotta
does
fucking
not under-
chill,
Drell
bro.
does not understand magic. This is fucking like.
I'm sure they're still there. You can't just make something
I
disappear,
don't give
Dro.
a
It's
fuck
fine.
if they're there or not. If the room is fucking hurt or hurt.
I
who gives a fuck?
do. I go over to the wall and I start banging on it. Is anyone there?
Fucking God. Okay, all right. It's fucking.
Can I wave my hand and open up one of the
bang on the
doors?
wall. The wall closer to upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
You bang on the wall, and at the bottom of the stairs is that that orcish servant. And he looks up and goes, is there something we can help you
Holy
with?
Shit! How the fuck?
What?
So, how did you do that?
Like this?
Oh my god! Does he hear my muffled screams?
You have no idea.
Okay, if Darrell doesn't want to be at the table for this, we're certain we want to be talking to your mom. Because I said before we left, we can talk to Clockwork. So we don't have to rush into this.
Well, just because we tell her that we want to do something today doesn't mean that we're being shipped off to,
Right, but playing our hand like that right away kind of makes it odd if we walk around the rest of the capital to go talk to him, is my point. Rushing to the conversation forces an awkward conversation afterwards with Clockwork. That's like us going behind her back rather than just going a different direction entirely. Talking to someone and then talking to somebody else after, pretty snaky.
We were gonna go talk to Clockwork.
Yeah, I come back upstairs.
Yes, I brought that up.
You never went down the stairs. You just opened the floor and then closed it again.
What the fuck?
I was
Yeah.
telling everybody about this before we left on the ship. I was talking to my god, and he was saying Clockwork is he is a good guy. He's just a lot of conflict around him. It's kind of similar to our situation. Even though he kidnapped me and Aphelion, I
Oh, he
didn't
did
have the
do
greatest
that.
start. I didn't have the greatest start with you guys either. So it's
No, but we didn't kidnap you.
right, but
And I thought the whole
I mean-
point was that we were going to join my family so that you could be with Sheila.
listen,
Well-
that's a whole other thing. I'm not gonna fucking subject you to do that. I'd much rather work with your family entirely separate than force you to work with your family. My point was, we have options. We don't have to run off to go to the one that is just currently available to us.
Well, what exactly did your god reveal about Clockwork?
I mean, he couldn't give me all of the answers, and granted, I didn't want all of the answers for it because I don't know what's the point of life at that point. But he said he's just kind of he can be a good person. He's just there's a lot of conflict surrounding him.
For what purpose, though?
We don't know. I mean, listen,
You just
if my
said
God
to
was willing to give
go
me a
to
second
him.
chance, and he's saying he's probably a decent person, it's worth trying to seek him out.
So,
I'm not sure why that conflicts with talking to Valxis's mother, though.
Because if we go to the conversation with her, right, and we say we would like to work with you, and then she goes, okay, all right. Or if she says no, then we go talk to Clockwork, I guess. But if she says yes, then we can't go talk to Clockwork, really, because I don't want to fucking listen. I'm not crossing a lot of fucking hands with this shit. With how Valxis explained how things work, I'd rather just do things correct.
I mean, I thought we were saying that we're not going to explicitly work against Valxis's mom. Not that we're, joining the family necessarily, but at least to be inside of the circle to understand the common goal.
Drell says in orc, ¿por qué no los dos?
Okay.
Orc is just Spanish.
Anyone else speak Orcish here?
No.
I don't think so.
It fucking dude just gargled
No.
some shit at you guys. He looks like he's having a problem over there. He's
Okay.
by the top of the stairs, still just like
Grumbling in a language we can't understand.
yes,
Is
yes.
it-
I
Is he
come
doing
over.
the
I
same?
come over to the table. And I'm like, guys, why don't we just do both?
What do you mean do what both?
Like, why don't we get into good graces with the family, and then we also ask them for information on clockwork, and then we can figure out which needs better attention at the time, right?
So are you saying to get in good graces with them by like asking for Clockwork's information? Or-
No, I say we get in good graces with them to get info on the Phoenix, and like hopefully maybe we can get.
Okay,
some
so
info
that
on
whole
Clockwork.
point I just said of like let's not fucking snake them. You want to snake them.
No, I just want to be straight up with them.
How was that straight up where we get information and then we go wherever best fits us after with Clockwork, if he fits in the thing?
Oh, I guess
How's
that's
that?
kind of snaking them, huh?
Yeah.
I still don't.
Again, he said we have until the afternoon.
Chat, I'm moving
so
some
we
stuff
could
real
just
quick. Sorry
find
about the visuals.
Clockwork beforehand.
Do we have a way just to find a person like that?
No.
I mean, you guys found us the first time we got kidnapped, and I'm sure a guy who is kind of
Okay, that was
like him
not
won't move
easy.
too much.
That was not easy at all. Corey,
I don't
remind me if
remember
I'm
how-
wrong.
I
Did
don't
I like
remember how we
fly
found
all over the fucking city to find them?
You flew over the city. you
That's
just
why
didn't
I
find
was
them.
saying maybe it's
I
not the
didn't
best
find
idea
them,
to tell
yeah.
Bamboozle to go away.
No, you guys found the doppelgangers and then forced them to lead you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You determined who the No, the doppelgangers stole everything and then took it all back. Never mind.
Yeah,
But you were able
and
to.
then I was flying all around the city.
You
Well,
were
weren't
flying
there
on the
still
city.
doppelgangers with us?
No. So the Aphelion and Jin doppelgangers in the middle of the night while you were all sleeping stole what they could from all of you and left the tower and found
didn't
their
we-
way to. You had no more doppelgangers with you because those two doppelgangers were with Clockwork in that fight while Aphelion and Jin were in jail cells. You guys ended up using information from Valx's family to like find, like, you went to the tunnel system and then decided to go down the tunnel system, and he approached you guys out in the hallway, and then you guys found the room. I think you guys ended up using like a detect person, whatever. Your way of finding them relied on rolls.
Yeah.
Like it was not just like, you knew where to go,
I know it was not
because they
easy.
shut down the city.
Yeah, I made them shut down the city.
You guys had to coerce the guards into letting you outside of the city walls to then go into a basement attached to the stables, which led to the tunnels underneath the city.
Yeah.
I don't trust the guy.
He also does have the sending stone that goes to the Phoenix that you guys left with him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait,
He
why
said,
did we leave
I
that
know
with
what to
him?
do with
He
this.
asked you guys what you wanted back, and you said everything but that. And he went, "You want me to keep this?" And you guys went, "Yup."
Oh, I forgot about that. I was unconscious. I had nothing to say in this.
Because you guys said it was too much stress thinking the Phoenix could track you at all times through a sending stone. And he had already been in communication with the secretary that you guys were ignoring and leaving voicemails for in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we were prank calling her.
The prank call secretary. I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe we keep Bamboozle around to help us out. Those guys get real smart at their age.
Or
They
you?
get crazy smart.
She's fucking with the Doberman. Like, Artemis keeps going back here and trying to, like, see her, and then she's whacking at her.
Listen, I'm just laying out the options, okay?
I just
Thankful-
don't see him. Like, what's the option with him? Just that he might have something.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather go that route than. I'll be honest. Listen, I would like to try to work with Valxis's mom, in some capacity, but But with what Valxis is explaining, I can't say it's the greatest option either. And I'm also not going to sit here and pretend that this option isn't selfish. Like, we're here, and I'm grateful Valxis is letting us get this opportunity. He's putting a bit of his stuff aside for it. But that's kind of all at the whim of Valxis putting his shit aside.
Well, I just don't understand where Clockwork. Just don't understand how Clockwork's gears fit into all of this.
I don't know either, but if I'm
Drill's
I don't even understand
eating.
either. I
That
just
was a
asked
good one.
God for guidance for it. And that's all I have to bounce off of.
And
You know what?
We also have to sit here and think, like, what does Clockwork gain out of helping us? Like, what can he? Because he's not just gonna help us for free.
Right. But
There's
Fuck,
I mean,
man.
like you said
Hang
too,
on.
with your family, it's complicated. You know, you
A
wanna...
Knockerus really said to go after this guy.
He didn't say to go after him. I just asked about him. And he gave me just the surface of he is a good person. There's just a lot of conflict following him. It's the same for us too, no? We're good people, but we have a fuck ton of conflict following us.
Right, but that doesn't mean we should seek him for whatever he's doing. I mean, no, it just doesn't. I don't see how it fits.
If
I mean,
a
sure,
Knockerus
he has
had
like
said,
one
he was,
connection
like-
to the Phoenix, but
look, man, I'd be all in just because I'm searching for something from some divine ulterior thing. He did not say specifically he was essential to our goal, that he's just like us. He'd probably be like us. I
Right.
don't know. Why don't we, like, we're already here. Why? We don't know if he's here, right?
That's true, we don't know. But my thought process is he must be similar to Valxis in some sense with this. He had those guys break into this fucking manor to kidnap us. Granted, it was kidnapping us. But he
So-
did do that, right? So he's, in a way, similarly aligned to what Valxis is as well.
So what? Do you want to, like, split up or something?
he kidnapped you to rob my family.
Yeah,
You didn't want to be with your family. I don't know why now we're acting as if your family were such victims in this when you didn't care for them either.
No, he robbed me, dude. He mostly
yeah,
stole
but
my
he's
shit.
still robbed.
He stole from all of you.
We got it back.
He took your fanny pack of holding, or the doppelgangers, which you guys
lot of
didn't.
my
You guys
shit.
didn't sit and question him. You know, like, you don't know if the
No.
doppelgangers were specifically targeting your family. You don't know if the doppelgangers were sent just to, like, get as much wealth from the city as possible. And those two decided, I'm going to hit the keep. They didn't go for the main family. It's not like they hit the Emperor and the Empress. They blended in with your group because your group is very loud coming in and out of the city. You just didn't ask him enough questions. You don't know what the intent was. You guys kind of were really injured and decided he was going to give you your shit back. You took it and left.
I'm just saying this is coming from the guy who got kidnapped. I know your guys' stuff got robbed, but I got taken.
Yeah,
So-
and that guy whooped my ass.
Yeah, you beat all our asses.
Like, I don't know why, like, we're so... Why do we want to, like... Look, I'll humor you. How about this?
I
humor
can't
you.
explain it either. This is just
Look, Jin,
what I just
Jin,
spoke
Jin,
with.
Jin,
I just
Jin,
can't
Jin.
not deny it.
I'll humor you. I'll go with you, and we'll hunt down some magical man to go find our clockwork man, and then we'll go from there. How about that? And then these guys can discuss politics.
You guys know those doppelgangers are dead, right?
Yeah, he killed them.
What about the doppelgangers? Why are we on the doppelgangers?
I'm saying he killed them in
Yeah,
front of
what
you
about
guys.
them? Yeah,
Yeah.
what about
I just want to
them?
make sure that it's known by the rest of you. Like, it's not like he let the
Yeah.
doppelgangers live. He killed them in front of you.
Does someone think this whole time we've had a doppelganger?
No.
Bro, you're not
It's,
I don't think you're
they're
listening to what he's
recounting.
saying.
They're
He's trying
recounting
to-
what happens so that you guys
Yeah.
have the right mindset for your characters instead of thinking this happened IRL over a year and a half ago. Like, what is the details? Like the idea, like, TLDR, like, the doppelgangers kidnapped two of you, put you down in his little prison. They stole from all of you in the middle of the night since they weren't found out. You guys went on a rescue mission. When he found out that it was a Winterlight who was stolen from and all of that shit, he just like eviscerated both doppelgangers in a second. And basically said, you're the Winterlight who's not part of the family business. You guys might want to get the fuck out of here. This is all your stuff. Take it all back unless there's something you don't want. And you guys took everything except for the sending stone. He sent it over on his little fucking robot, all of it, so he didn't have to get near you, so he didn't think you were going to die. And then on your way out, you were like, what's your name? And he was like, I'm not telling you. And you said, like, why would I give you that information? What are you going to give me? And you're like, I'm just going to call you Clockwork. And he was like, works for me. I like nicknames. And you guys left.
There's no credibility for us going to see this guy.
Look,
Just because, and I'm not saying Anocris doesn't know what he's talking about, or I just don't, maybe it wasn't the wisest thing to say, yes, he's a good guy. But even if he is, it's like, there's no path there. And even if we do seek him out beforehand and ask him about it, clearly he knows the Winterlight Empire, the Winterlights. Clearly he's in bed with them, possibly, metaphorically speaking. Like, they're gonna find out anyway. Let's just go talk to Vauxis's mom and tell her the truth. And there's no reason to lie here.
All right. I mean, my thing is, I just want to talk to this guy before I just sit by the sideline watching Vauxis talk to his mom when he doesn't want to. So that way, at least I have skin in this game too. And Jin will stand up and go find Bamboozle.
Okay. You stand up, you go over to the wall, knock on it, and both floors clear. Vux's father is leaning with his arms crossed back against the wall, just having a conversation with Vivian. Fanoa has shown up, and the three of them are just having a chat. And he goes, "Oh, are you all finished?"
I don't know if we're all finished, but I need Bamboozle.
Okay. I heard a crash up there 5 minutes ago. I'm sure on the roof, actually. Probably a stool. So, am I shutting this again for the rest of them?
Yeah. I'll
Dro
go
comes
find
running
Bamboozle.
out.
I'm gonna go with
So the three of you are going up. Is everyone else staying? He goes, I don't have to shut it again if you're all done.
I just don't want to be.
I look at the rest
terrifies
of
me.
everyone else sitting here. I go,
Ben
done?
shrugs.
Yes, yeah, we're done.
Okay. Drell, Jin, and Sticky go up to the top of the tower, to the greenhouse chamber on the roof, and Bamboozle is sitting there. He's not in the Drell form. He's in the younger Winterlight form. You kind of grasp pretty basically that this is like kind of how he gets around his day to day. It's really easy to just be like, yeah, one of the Winterlight cousins, or whatever. Like, you know, as just part of one of the forgotten parts of the family. They have a lot of kids. A lot of the family members in the Winterlight family have multiple kids. And he's just sitting there stuffing his face full of pancakes.
Ooh,
While Stool is watering plants slowly.
Perfect.
I'm gonna wander over to stand behind Stool, kind of awkwardly peering at Bamboozle.
He like watches you walk over, and then as soon as you like look over and peer at him, he breaks eye contact very like boyishly, like, I'm not looking at you, and like looks over at Jen and goes, all kinds. There's blueberry. Then he just eats an entire pancake. There's chocolate. And he's just stuffing his face.
All right.
Want some? He holds up like it's an armful of pancakes. Like he didn't take the plate.
He'll tear off a corner.
Okay.
Drell will take.
Bamboozle, I need your help. I need your help, big man.
His eyes light up.
Now I know you're getting older. You gotta be a little smarter now, don't you?
I knew you were going. With
He
this.
squints his eyes and goes, maybe.
Listen. I know a bit about you. You probably know a lot about me by now.
Why would I know a lot about you?
Because you're smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't just like grant me information on different people. Like, are you in books somewhere?
Hopefully soon. Oh, I am actually. I'm in Drell's. Have you read Drell's life
She
book
said
yet?
it wasn't published yet, and I wasn't allowed to
I
read
knew
it
it.
until it was published.
I knew it wasn't published yet.
It's working on it. All right.
The Eladrin whose name I still don't know. I don't remember.
You know, I got kidnapped a few months ago. Do you think you can help me recall where I got kidnapped to? Because I don't remember how I got walked down there, but I'm sure maybe in my subconscious.
Yeah, I can like look in on like a location.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not
Jin will
hard.
describe the location that he was kidnapped in, because I'm assuming he woke up and remembered the cell, but he doesn't know.
Well, because you guys walked out the tunnels to the stable bulkhead,
Right.
But
Yes,
he
you're right.
he like stuffs one more pancake in his mouth and wipes his hands off on his pants, and then holds his hands out for you to grab. You grab
grabs
it. You
them.
grab his hands.
I grab a hand.
You describe. Oh, you're coming with on the scry.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you
Like,
sit
he's
on the
just gonna
ground.
Be like,
Yeah. The two of you sit on the ground. He holds your hands and he listens vividly to the description that you give. And he goes to scry on this location. Okay. The two of you feel like suddenly he has you close your eyes, and you two feel like you're suddenly raising off the ground, as if your bodies are levitating. You keep your eyes closed, and suddenly you feel just wind blowing past your faces. You open your eyes, and you're hovering above the city, hands still holding his. His eyes are still closed, before you feel yourselves plummeting to the earth. It's scary for a moment until you pass through the floor, and you are sitting in the room with the two cells, a bunch of crates and barrels, a table on the far side. You can see the room. And he opens his eyes, and he like stands up and looks around. To you, Sticky, the three of them are still sitting with their eyes closed. But you guys stand up and look around, and Bamboozle goes, "What is this place? You weren't kidding. It's like a prison down here."
Yeah, it's fucking something. I'm guessing they can walk around in this scry, or how
You
does
can
this
you
fully
can
work?
sort of take a few steps in each direction, and you can see around the room. So what are you looking for?
Jin is mostly looking if this place is still in use or if it's fully abandoned.
Make a perception check.
Alright.
A 19. The cages look well kept. There's no one in them. The little buckets that he gave you to shit in are empty. There's no food trays.
The shit bucket is
It just seems like it's not in use right now. You look around the room. That table is just littered with books and papers and scrolls. The mess from him blowing up stars of radiant energy on you guys has been cleaned up. Different stacks of crates and barrels. Things have been moved in and out of here very clearly. There are torch lights that are lit up in this room. And there is a singular woman standing at the end of the room on the outside of a door. The same woman you saw the night that you guys, or the day you guys were kidnapped. The woman who, it's almost scary how much she could pass off as a human, but is clearly one of his constructions, now that you know. And she's just standing quaintly in front of the door.
Holy shit.
He could be here, Drell. I don't know. I mean, who stands guard at a door that's with no one there?
I don't know, weirdos.
Yeah.
With that 19 perception check and Bamboozle. Okay. Bamboozle goes, "Do you see that?" And
What?
you look over towards her, and her eyes are like widening and then shrinking, almost like a lens, like a camera lens. And then she cocks her head to the side and is looking directly at you guys.
Huh. That is uncanny.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on.
Both of you can make Arcana checks. I'll have Bamboozle do one too.
A 9.
cocked.
Oh my god.
Hang on, I fucking win these. Hold on.
Hurry. Nice.
I fucked up. There we go. Bamboozle. I'm just seeing if he has an Arcana roll. He does not, but that's a 16. Bamboozle goes, sometimes when I do this, it's like a thing I read in a book that like we appear as like an orb. And if someone can like, we're like an invisible orb, but if people can like see invisible stuff, then they could like see us. Not us, but like an orb. So like, I think she knows someone's here, like watching.
Oh, that's so great.
Okay. All right. We might as well just.
You want me to break this?
Yeah. We
Sit
should probably
down.
just walk down there.
Sit down.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Hold my hands.
I sit down.
Okay. Wait, before we break this.
It's already broken. You open your eyes. He's like,
Beautiful.
God damn it! You can't say that as I'm breaking it.
I know. I was gonna ask to see if you could check on Sheila, but it's.
Well, that's a different. I'd have to do a different one. We'd have to do it again, anyways.
Oh, you'd have to
I don't just
redo it?
move from one to another. That's not how that works. Why do you want me to check
okay.
it? Who's Sheila?
Sheila, she's okay. Well, yeah, yes and no. I don't.
Ooh.
Nothing's stated like that. I'm just stuck to it.
Well, do you want to check on her?
Yeah, that'd be huge.
What's she look like?
And he will describe her. Probably embellish a bit.
Make an advantage history check. This is just gonna be how well you described her after a couple months of not seeing her.
Yeah.
21.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you.
Or no, oh, that is a 21.
That's
Sorry.
a 15 plus 6. Yeah.
The angle from my fucking computer made that look green. I was like, what in the fuck is that?
So you explain her in like vivid detail, almost elegantly. Sticky, to you specifically, Jin has never spoken in this much detail and with this much passion about anyone before, which is interesting to see. And he goes, okay, are you going with me or am I checking on my own?
I want to see it for myself too.
Okay.
And he'll squeeze his hand.
Sheila has to make a save. Hold on one moment. I believe this is a wisdom save. Hold on one moment. It is a wisdom save, DC 14. You feel yourself being pulled. You close your eyes and you feel that same and you feel yourself being pulled. This time you decide to open your eyes and feel yourself whipping through the wind, but so fast that you can't see the ground beneath you. Everything is a blur in every direction. And you look over at Bamboozle and his face is scrunching a little. And then that wind starts to get warmer. And the sky and the ground start to turn red and redder and redder. Until it gets so hot it feels like flames are flying past your bodies, not staying long enough to burn you. But the heat's still there. And Bamboozle starts to like cringe, and you look over and you see his face start to singe before he and breaks it. And you guys are both just immediately back in the tower.
What happened?
That's all right.
He wipes
man.
his face and there's nothing there.
Are you okay?
But you swear you saw him get burned a second ago.
Yeah.
And he goes, either she shook it off and I couldn't see her, or she's somewhere where I can't see. I don't know. But it hurt.
Okay.
It really hurt. You weren't kidding. She is really fiery.
Yeah. Jin will put his hand on his back and give him.
He has no
Yeah.
visible wounds.
I know. Jin
Okay.
is just trying to be helpful.
Okay.
He'll give him all his healing hands. So he gets
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah,
it does.
just mark off that you have no healing hands for the rest of the day.
Yeah, no healing is.
Okay. Sure. The Sticky, Drell, and Stool. I'm not talking to Stool, but Stool felt it. You guys, as they were casting a spell, almost saw steam start to radiate off their bodies while they were doing this before it broke and the steam went away. And it is just warmer than normal in this greenhouse. Which is greenhouse for you two specifically, because Sticky's already been up here. Warmer than it is outside. Those greenhouse rays are warming this place up.
It's cooking.
Yeah.
Dad, don't sweat it, Bamboozle. It's all good. Thanks for helping, though.
I mean, you can try again tomorrow. But, I mean, I don't know if it'll work then either.
Yeah, hey, it's all right. We don't got to keep going there. That place is hot.
Is that all you needed help with?
I mean, I'm good.
Okay.
How have you been?
I'm good. There's a lot going on yesterday. Make an insight check.
Starts a casual conversation.
12.
With a 12, he's not good at hiding it. He's like trying not to look over at Sticky when he says that. Like he's looking but like avoiding the eye contact. Like, you know.
Yeah, Sticky's still hiding behind Stool and just looking.
Which is very weird coming from Sticky. You haven't seen Sticky hide from anything before.
All right. I don't know what's up with you two.
Nothing.
Nothing.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Yeah.
Why'd you
The sky is not blue right now.
What do you
Is sky
mean?
not
Nothing, dude. I don't want to know.
Nothing.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't get to say this. Sorry about your home.
Yeah. It's whatever. I live here now.
Ah, come on. It's not whatever, man. There's still a lot of...
Yeah, but like I got all this sky. Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah, but it's still important to be around your people.
Hmm. Well, I'm around my people now.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Did you think I had other people? Like, no, I was just able to fly freely in there. I don't got anything else.
Yeah, but you didn't have to hide who you are. Look, I mean, you're big now. You're
Well, I
huge,
only
look
hide
at
who
you.
I am because people are gonna get scared.
Yeah, it's okay. That's all Jin is gonna just say. Yeah.
Thanks, Jin.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
But you're pretty cool, you know? They just don't know. I know. But I don't know all of you yet. I just know what you can be. High potential.
Bro, it's okay.
He just like looks at you guys and is like, "Okay, so are you guys like done downstairs or whatever?"
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
What's so scary about Vox's mom? I haven't met her.
I think she's great.
Well, like, why is everyone so stressed out about her showing up today?
Oh.
I ask Von Adder about the family stuff all the time, but he only tells me stuff about him, and he won't tell me stuff about anyone but him and Voxus.
You know, I'm just gonna put this bluntly for you.
Mm.
This is one of those things that's kind of not worth knowing.
That's a good way of putting it.
I didn't
Honestly,
think there were things that weren't worth knowing, but okay.
the less you
That's
know
good
about
to
that,
know.
probably the better.
Okay,
Yeah.
I trust you guys.
That's a good way of putting it, Jin.
Jin will fist bump Bamboozle. All right, I'm gonna leave you two to be. And he looks at Sticky and Bamboozle.
Well, we're not going to be... I mean, Stool's right there. Don't just ignore Stool. You guys
I don't
brought
ignore
him
Stool.
here.
It's just Stool.
Stool
I'm not saying it's
shakes
just
his head and the
Stool.
spores go around the room and he goes, "This is true. You did bring me here."
We did. How you liking life, Stool? Is it better now?
It wasn't bad before. It isn't bad now. So...
Neutral.
neutral.
Nice.
Turns and starts watering more plants. He's got one job.
He's really embraced this life.
Yeah.
I like you, Mushroom Man.
He like continues watering until he's like the water can has nothing left in it, and then looks down at you between his legs and goes, "I like you too." And then goes and puts the watering can away, and then just like puts his feet. There's like a spot in like the garden beds that like downstairs in the kitchen, like in the dining room, he has like that big pot that he sits in. He has a spot in the garden bed that he just like steps into, and his legs just root in, and he just crosses his arms, and then they like mold into his body, and he just sits like a normal looking mushroom. You almost couldn't tell if that's a myconid.
I think myconids.
I'm still
Like
hiding
pee and
behind the
poop?
myconid.
I don't know. Well, thank you, Bamboozle.
Listen, next campaign, if one of you wants to play a myconid, we can make that happen.
Ooh, or next character.
Yeah.
Drell, what do you want to do? You wanna
Bro over
go
here
find
saying
this-
next character like he's about to die.
Wait, what's up?
You want to go find this guy, or what do you want to do? I mean, they were looking right at us. I don't know what else to say, man.
You know what? Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay,
Alright.
I know
are you
you'll
two?
go- I
the
know
rest
you'll
of
go
you.
without
What
me.
are the rest of you? Are the rest of you doing anything with your day pre the visit with Vaux's mother?
Probably chatting.
Anything specific you guys want to chat about,
Strategizing?
or we can pass time while the other two go to their thing?
Bamboozle.
You want to what,
Jim will-
Bamboozle?
I want to talk to Bamboozle.
Okay. Bamboozle stays up here just eating his pancakes as the other two leave the room, and Stool sits down. His spores settle, so they're not in the room, so you know he can't understand you or hear you or talk to you because he only speaks telepathically. And Bamboozle's just sitting there eating his pancakes. Looks a little sad.
I'm gonna have her not look at him, but like have her arms behind her back and then literally just like side slide like over towards him, and then when she's like close enough that she thinks that he can hear her, she's just gonna be like,
I really wanted to say that I'm really sorry about yesterday. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm still new to everything, and I didn't mean to hurt you. And I don't want you to not be my friend or to leave me, because I would feel sad. But I wanted you to know that I'm sorry.
As your head's down and you're saying this, you make a perception check.
okay.
9. You don't notice until he puts it right in your face. But while you're talking, he is stacking a set of pancakes. And when you finish your sentence and look up to like see if there's any acknowledgement of your apology, he in his hand has a stack of specifically red velvet pancakes. And he goes, his head's still down, and he goes, I heard you say to Vaux's dad that red velvet was your favorite, so I had to make you red velvet pancakes this morning to hopefully make you feel better after last night.
Wasn't?
I'm gonna not have her continuing to not look at him. Just staring
Bro's
at
good
the
at
pancake.
eavesdropping, Ben. Bro hears everything. You guys were talking about red velvet cake at dinner too, while he was sitting there. You guys brought it up a couple times. It was while he was making the pineapple upside down cake, and then again it was brought out for Sticky for dessert, and she went apeshit for it before you guys went to bed because she specifically asked for it. But he holds out the pancakes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Sticky kind of not looking at him, but nods and then goes,
Does this mean that we can be friends?
I didn't think we weren't gonna be. I just thought I hurt you or something, or that like I didn't realize you don't want to be there anymore, or like.
no. At that point, she's gonna turn to him like, fully.
No, no, that's not the case. It was a whole thing, and I'm still getting used to everything, and I don't know how you managed to to fit in here. I feel crazy. I don't feel like I belong here at all. And I thought maybe I wasn't gonna be cool enough to be friends with you. And everybody seems so crazy. And it's I'm still getting used to everything. But I didn't think that you'd want to be my friend because I'm different.
I'm a big serpent with wings. So I don't know about being different, but like you're more similar to them than I am. You're the one going on adventures. Do they know?
No.
Huh.
No.
Okay. It's not my business to tell. Just don't tell Drell because he sold his life story to a librarian, and if you tell him anything, it'll end up in a book.
Wait, what?
So, like, the last time they were here, and he goes into this full explanation about how Drell sold his life to a woman twice. Once for everything in his life that led up to the moment that he met her, and then everything in the future until he dies. For an obscene amount of money. So,
okay.
yeah, anything that involves you that's like a story that Drell could tell, including like you giving him any information about anything, has an extremely high probability that it'll end up in a book, because she said even if he dies, she'll find a way to make his corpse give those stories. Like, he signed like a binding Fae agreement. Like, he can't break that.
Okay. Right.
She's a great librarian, though. She lets me read so many books. She's the best. Have you ever seen a woman who looks like she, like, wears leaves?
No.
She's fantastic.
I want to go see her.
She's in the library. You're going to have to go to the library. But I think it seems like everyone's got something really important to do today, so you might have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh.
And then we'll go to the library.
We can go.
Well, but, like, are you just going to let them go do all their really important stuff without you?
Is it really important? I wasn't paying attention.
They're going to go talk to Valk's mom, who, like I said, they don't tell me anything about her. She's a big deal.
Like, how big?
Like everything that she does is a secret that I'm not allowed to know about.
Wow. Not even you, but you know, like, everything.
I don't know everything. I'm trying to know everything. I could know everything eventually, but...
Well, you're, like, really smart. You're smarter than me.
Well... that smarts is only based on how many books I can read and retain the information of. And if I've had access to more books, then yeah, but that's not like a thing to brag about. It just means I had more time to read and less time to adventure.
I think that you should come out on an adventure with us.
Well, I was once, and then they sent me off in an airship with Mama Mary back to her home, and then she was going to stay with her family for a while and kind of like shake off this whole like green hag, ew, gross thing that she had going on. And then she did that, but a lot faster than I thought she was, so I took the ship back to here, and he just starts rambling about...
I love this new friendship.
Yeah. And you two stay up there for a bit while everyone else is downstairs having their conversations. Jin and Drell, are you guys heading off to Clockwork's place immediately?
Jin will let them know that they're heading there.
You're gonna tell them?
You're telling everyone else. So everyone else is downstairs but Sticky, as Drell and Jin come back down, Sticky-less this time. Non-stick Drell and Jin come downstairs, and they let you guys know that they're gonna go see Clockwork.
Yeah, hey, seems like the spot's still going. I'm just letting you know we're going down there.
Wasn't last time when we escaped,
Mm-hmm.
we got the town guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then my family went to explore the tunnel that we went into. And if I
No, they
remember
shut down that exit.
Oh.
They realized that bulkhead on the back of the stable was being used because the stable owner was just like, yeah, they paid me to just use the bulkhead, so I let them. But when it was reported back that you guys were brought down through there, they sent guards to like couple sticks of dynamite, just blow up the bulkhead, so no one can enter from that point. But the tunnels still exist. You guys went down a stairwell through a secret door in the keep that goes to the same tunnel system when you guys bought stuff off the black market from your family before your hag mission.
Yeah.
It's all connected. It was just that entrance and exit is no longer in use. The guards needed to have a public showing to show that these robberies and kidnappings weren't going to happen anymore. Insert dynamite on one of the exits. so that no one was able to go investigate on their own and find out what was going on in the tunnels.
Got it. Understood.
You guys had traveled like a half mile in the tunnels to get to his place. So it's not like he was right next to the exit.
All right.
Don't worry about coming. If you want to, you don't have to. Only thing I ask, is there another way in other than inside here or not?
Would I know?
I don't even think you need to roll for it. I think you would know that if you ask the right people in town, especially the lower levels of the town, because the town does degrade in class as the levels of the city drop, that the lesser to do individuals, if you coerce them in one way or another, whether it be sweet talking or bribing or something, could point you in the direction of one of those tunnels. It's not unknown that an underground market exists. What is not known is that your family runs it.
Yeah. I relay that. I tell Jin that. I go, yeah. You want to talk to the seedy ne'er-dwellers down on the Undercity? Probably find a way in down there.
All right.
Okay.
You ready to go, Drell?
Yeah. You sure you want me to like go with you for talking with the folk down there?
Don't just. We'll be fine. Come on.
Okay. I'm just saying, man. Like, you know, I'm kind of like a sore thumb. Like. I'm just saying.
If something happens, it'll be easy to track you.
Oh, I'm not worried about what's gonna happen to us. I'm worried what's gonna like happen because
If
of us.
something happens, you'll be easy to track.
I hate the way you say things like that. It's just...
Well,
Okay.
someone in this party lit an entire forest on fire, so...
What do you think? I'm gonna like cause a whole fucking ruckus? By the way, all right, that's fair, and I leave.
So the rest of you are staying behind before we continue with stuff for Hida and Noah, so that we're not like, I don't want to give them the whole session, you know? The rest of you doing anything while they're gone before I continue with them before the conversation with Valx's mother, because that will be what we come back to after this Jin and Drell thing.
Jin, before it leaves, you call me when that thing's about to happen, and I will be there for the conversation.
I got you.
Vax's father goes, oh, it'll be this evening. So, I mean, if you see the sunset wherever you're going, sunset should probably head back here.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's only, what? He looks outside like it's 10 a.m. almost. And, like, you guys have a good amount of time.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure
yeah.
how long.
You guys were up pretty early. You guys went to bed pretty early after that awkward dinner the night before. So, is anyone else doing anything? Kelo, anything? Mary, anything?
Mary's gonna head to the library.
Okay. If anyone remembers that Eladrin's name before I have to go watch like 3 sessions try to find it, let me know. I do think the book is upstairs. I just don't have it and I didn't write it down like digitally.
Sorry, Austin will come and he'll know.
He didn't know last week. That's why I'm asking.
Fuck!
Last week.
Now we're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Let's see if I wrote it down.
I'm gonna say that at some point, Sticky will come down.
Okay.
And I think that she's probably just gonna go and sit with Valxis,
Mhm.
and then kind of look at him for a second. Are we allowed to have a conversation? Before this intro goes on? I'm gonna have Sticky kind of sit down.
At this point, I'm going to say Jin and Drell are gone.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Sticky go and sit down next to him.
And so is Mary.
And-
Also gone. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. And
I'd be there.
yeah, and look at both Ben and Valxis, and then kind of almost like sheepishly look to Valxis and be like,
feel like maybe I owe you an apology.
Well, for
'Cause,
what?
well, I know that you don't want to talk to your mom, and I feel like I forced it, and you don't have to forgive me, but I'm a little different, and sometimes I get things confused, and I don't necessarily understand everything, but I just want what's best for you, and I'm sorry if this isn't gonna end up being what's best for you, but I hope that you'll forgive me and still want to be my friend.
I was gonna have to talk to my mom sooner or later. So it's I don't blame you for that. You are fine, Sticky. There's a lot that is happening, and I have a lot to think about, but it has nothing to do with you. You did nothing wrong. In fact, you probably did the best thing, which was just to get it out and let everyone know why we're here. So in that aspect, I do thank you for that.
Yeah.
But don't worry. You did fine.
If you need me to help with the conversation, or she starts to say something that you don't like, I can help. Like when I talk to the other lady, I can't remember her name. I feel silly.
Miss Doll?
Miss Doll. I can help. I don't know if it will be any help, but I'd like to help.
I appreciate that, Sticky. If I need your help, I'll let you know.
Okay. Maybe we can like set up like a secret signal, like you can wiggle your eyebrows at me or something.
Yeah. If we'll use the word if I use the word Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Yeah, we'll then you can step in.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Ben?
Yes.
I know that you don't talk much, but I appreciate you.
Well, I do think a lot. That's not to scare you. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just learning. Anyway, well, hopefully this conversation will be okay.
Well, that's partially what I was trying to plan earlier, just for us to sit down, Voxus, so that you can figure out what you want to say, unless you already know. I mean, you are the wordsmith, but
I think I know what I want to say.
Forget you got the secret word.
I won't forget the secret word. Don't worry. I just hope.
Would you say it was Geronimo? Sorry, I was moving the
Geronimo,
shaking,
yeah.
terrified dog under my bed, under the desk.
Yeah. I just hope what I say is the correct things.
bad we don't have any time magic so that you can like rewind 10 seconds and redo something, huh?
If only we had chronomancy. That'd be nice.
If someone was a wizard, they could.
Well, no one is a wizard, so
Okay. Drell and Jin. Oh, you guys done? Sorry.
Well, I kind of want to speak with my father, but I also don't know if I want to speak with my father.
Well,
So
you think about that while they do their thing, and then we can come back to you before speaking to your mom. Jin and Drell, I need you guys both to roll investigation checks to determine how long it takes you guys to possibly find an entrance
Hot
to the underground
dog,
tunnels.
I'm good at these. Oh my god, I thought that was
15.
that was almost a 1.
Okay. It takes you a good couple hours. There's a bunch of people who think like you're fucking with them until you meet one kid. A kid that you guys have both met before. A kid from Eintress. Who's like, well. Brings you guys up to the capital.
Oh.
It's been a long time. I've moved up in the world. I used to be in the Eintress cities and streets. The Eintress streets. Now, I'm here. And it seems like you two are looking for my... He daps you up so hard, dude. And he's like, looks like you two are looking for a little bit of information. Trying to get down to the tunnels.
Yeah. Looks like you may know.
I may know. Who says I know anything?
Listen, I can spot a salesman when I see a salesman, and this is an information salesman.
I am just so, it's hard to eat these days, and man, get a nice room for a night would be bliss, and I just can't afford it. Isn't that just unfortunate?
Well, isn't that fucking tough?
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
It's a bit rough. But I mean,
One
if
of
there
my
were
favorite
some benefactors who wanted to, I don't know, bestow a gift upon an old friend, then
Jin will put his hands in his pockets and kind of hunch his back and kick his foot and look up at Drell. Listen,
he
there's a
turns
reason
his
I
head
brought
towards
you,
Drell.
buddy.
Oh, it seems like your buddy here is a little strapped for cash.
I reach into my bag of
We've
holding.
been walking all day, man. We've been walking all day.
I reach into my bag of holding, and I take like a little bit of time digging for this.
This
and
fucker's gonna give him copper.
And I don't have any copper left. I take out a pouch.
Give it all to the church.
A head full of plants.
And I give him this pouch,
Mhm.
and it's the bag of beans, Corey.
Yeah.
Does he know it's the beans?
He holds it in his hand and shakes it. He goes, "How much is this?"
Well, you can't tell?
He opens the bag and looks in and goes,
Fuck! Fuck! I've been found!
he goes, "Now listen, I don't think you're walking around with just a normal bag of beans. Are you telling me that there's something special about this bag of beans?"
No, and I take it back from him.
He holds it back and he goes, "Hold on. Now I definitely think there's something special about this bag of beans."
What if I said there's nothing special? And I'm just trying to rip you
Make a
off?
deception check.
How didn't I do a deception check before? Oh, I
like that.
I actually
Noah's going
witnessed.
more Boston.
Oh my god!
He rolled.
This is why I brought him. This
Hold
is
on.
why I brought him.
You're so lucky because he rolled a natural 19.
Oh,
And he
that
goes-
motherfucker.
he goes-
Get fucked, bitch.
Hey.
He goes, so you've decided to be a stand-up citizen, and he hands you the bag back. And he goes, "No
Yeah.
tricks. I see. You almost got me. You wanted to make sure I'm diligent. I understand."
And I take and I put the
Hold
bag
on,
of
hold
beans
on.
back in my bag. Oh, what's up?
How's 5 gold looking?
5 gold's looking like he bites a nail and spits it out. Looks like I may know where there's a tunnel entrance for 5 gold just happened to end up in my weirdly open hand.
How much is 5 gold and silver? 10?
That's 50.
50?
I mean, no, what? No.
It's 50.
Woe is me.
I give him 50 silver.
Okay. He just like in a bag, or is it just like dropping it in his hand?
Oh, just pieces.
He goes, "Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
just
7,
pieces.
8, 9, 10, 11. He just goes through all of them and is like pocketing them quick. No one's looking okay. You boys come with me. And he leads you guys to a
10
tavern.
feet over to a staircase.
he brings you guys.
God,
He brings you guys to a
good.
tavern
I
near
love
the
that.
entrance of the city, the city gates. And he walks in and he crosses his arms and looks at the bartender and goes, "Say, I got 2 who want to get a little down and dirty, if you know what I mean." And he goes, "I might." And he flicks him one of the silver and he goes, "You know what I mean." And he just keeps walking with you two, following behind as you go through a doorway, down a set of stairs until that set of stairs hits dirt. And you guys are in the tunnels. And
Hid,
he
by
goes,
the way.
He goes, "This is where I leave you. I don't go any further than
Thank
this.
you, buddy.
Hey, you need my services again, you'll find me."
Thanks, man.
And he goes
All right.
back upstairs and leaves. You two are left in the tunnels. Make another investigation check.
I win these. I win these every time.
Crazy.
It takes you guys another. Your conversation with him is going to have to be short, because you both have dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes you guys a bit. You start getting turned around because these tunnels are not like, they don't have like directions written on them. And you guys came in from one entrance and you remembered how you get in and out from that spot. But you're trying to, in your brains, map out, okay, if this is where we're going in, where were we before? How far in one direction would we have to go? Is this like a maze? Do we follow left wall? And then you guys get really confused until you hit the hallway that you remember seeing him walk upside down on the ceiling in.
Ooh.
Drell specifically, because Jin, you were in the prison at the time.
Oh.
And the
shit.
door that is right beneath there. The door that goes to the chamber with the 2 jail cells.
Hey! This is it. This is it. This is it.
This is it? Okay. We don't tell anybody how long this took us.
No,
No.
we're fucking goated at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
we're
don't
really
tell
good.
anyone how good this shit. I was supposed to leave. You guys.
What the
I
hell?
knew
I
the
am so.
way?
You turn around.
You
He been like
followed
he
us?
was like he's like crouched behind you. No, I didn't follow you. You happened to be where I was going until right now. And he turns and runs away.
Oh,
Even through all the
man.
double backing that they did.
Yeah, oh yeah. He like hid against walls. Like they have dark vision, but it's
What
like
the
monochrome
fuck?
black and white, and he was like hiding against walls. But yeah.
What?
Yeah. What the fuck?
This
No,
little
not that one, not that one,
cocksucker.
this one. Yeah, so
Cocksucker.
he like as he runs away goes, "Information is valuable to anyone. Sometimes you're the subject of it," and then keeps running.
Okay.
That's on us. We should have checked. God, I just thought the money would have made him go away. I thought that was enough.
Why would you think that would make him go away?
He's a real rapscallion. You're right.
You guys enter into the chamber. Are you guys just walking in?
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Oh
it's
wait,
the-
actually, wait. Hold on a second.
Okay, holding.
Wait. I actually have a fucking thing for this.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Hold the fuck up. The Orb of the Veil. Advantage on wisdom checks to find hidden doors and paths.
Nothing in this was hidden.
It does nothing
Whoops.
for traps.
I just opened up
Never mind.
art by accident on Discord
no,
during
never
stream.
mind. I thought
Yeah.
I had a fucking brain blast, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, it
My
does not
bad.
do anything for
Continue.
traps.
I was there with
Are
you.
you guys just
Right.
walking in? Are you knocking? What are you doing?
Jin will knock.
Okay. You knock on the door
What are you knocking for?
and you wait for a
This is
minute
where
while
you
you guys are
get-
talking before you hear steps towards the door. Opening the door, her
Really?
hands folded in front of her, is that woman who, if you guys didn't already know she was a construction, you would think she's just a person. And she goes,
Oh.
"Welcome. How may I help you?"
Oh, hey,
We're looking for clockwork.
Your master, maybe?
She pauses for a moment and stares off into space, and you see her eyes spinning, like rotating, like the lens part of it
Oh,
just. And she goes,
I hate that.
"Ah,
Man,
right,
she's running Mac OS.
right, clockwork. You called him that once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We're not here.
Wait in here."
They-
And
Oh
she
my
turns
God.
and starts
They-
walking away from you as you keep talking. She's not
Oh my
acknowledging
God.
your words.
what
Holy
what
shit,
the
this is-
fuck was that?
Feel free
I
to
thi-
step inside.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to shut the door?
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
She goes up to the next door, and instead of knocking on the door, she just puts her hand to it. And then you guys hear a muffled sound on the other side of the door, as if like she's speaking through the door. Oh, goodbye again. Hello?
More voodoo heebie-jeebies,
Austin, what
dude.
happened? Okay,
Sorry,
there we
1
go.
second.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah. She puts her hand to the door, and she turns around and just stands guard and goes, "One moment."
What is she doing?
She's waiting for him to come out.
Are you sure?
Letting us to know. Yeah, she's letting us. It'll be a moment.
I mean, you know this magic stuff more than I do.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know this side of magic. I just
Cane
know what I
forward.
can do.
What?
Cane forward. He's
Cane.
using his cane to walk forward. Not like he
Oh.
needs it, but in like the
Not
royal
Cane,
way.
Cane.
Yeah, not that. Not
Cane.
Cane the person. His cane forward.
That's what I meant. I thought like
That's
it
what I
was
thought
the
at
person.
first, and then I was like, oh no, he's
Yeah,
walking.
and then leaning on it, he just like looks inquisitive. He goes, "Interesting.
Oh wow, we were right.
Only 2 of you this time. What brings you here? I haven't captured more of your friends, have I?" And he looks aside.
No.
No, cells are empty.
Look, I just came to back him up.
Okay, then you're the one I'm to be doing business with,
He just
yeah,
has questions.
I just have a few questions.
and I hopefully have a few answers, assuming I can give them.
Yeah, I mean, I understand how this goes. I guess first off, why'd you let us go? Aside from it being a Winterlight.
Oh, we're just getting
called
right into it. Okay.
Yeah, it took us a
sure.
little bit long to get here, and we're kind of pressed for time.
Sure. What am I getting out of giving you guys these answers?
Oh fuck!
I run a business. What did you
Yeah, I
think
understand
was
that.
going to happen?
I dig into my fanny pack.
Hold on before you do that.
Oh, you got this
I-
one?
Well, I just want to discuss a little bit more. I mean, mostly I'm here to see if we can work together in some way. But I understand this is going to be like a poker match in seeing who's going to hold what card to what part of their chest.
I have a bag of beans.
Okay.
Interesting. Magical beans?
Yeah.
What do they do?
I don't know.
Take them out.
I take them out.
He waves a hand, and with a finger, he lifts them out of your hand and to his hand. Interesting.
Yeah, it said something like if we plant one, something happens.
He reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a monocle that was attached to a chain that was hanging down. And he puts it in front of his eye, and you see the monocle flash a bright gold. And he goes, "Oh, they are magical beans."
I don't think I have anything cool. Like,
No,
I
this
have
is good enough for questions. I can answer questions for these.
I have this
Dude,
pencil.
Are you telling me you want this back?
I mean, I think that's cooler than this pencil.
So are you trying to give me the cooler thing, or are you trying to give me a pencil?
Would you take the pencil?
He wants the beans. He wants the beans.
He like flicks the pencil out of your hand and pulls it back and holds the pencil. Could be useful for some of my servants.
It's a magic item. It's just not flashy.
I'm not a
useful for my
dragon. Do you think that I'm trading in magical items specifically? I'm just looking for value, whether it's in magical items or gold.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because dragons are dumbasses who trade specific, vague items and don't have any preference as to the point behind them. Anyways, you want the beans back for the pencil while I answer questions?
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you so much.
He like the beans back at you into your open hand with a little bit of force. You're like pushed back a little
Fuck
bit.
that pencil.
And he takes the pencil, twirls it, and then puts it in the breast pocket as if it were like a, like he's like a nerd who's got like
Fuck the
the
pencil.
pen pocket. And then he sits down at that table that has all the books and scrolls on it, and he flicks his hand and 2 chairs across the floor in front of the table, and he sits down. Now, boys, how may I assist you?
Well, Jin, and I slap him on the back. This is where you take over, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you have all the
Glad I got
resources.
you in here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my first question still stands. Why'd you let us go? And you addressed, the whole Winterlight not working with the Winterlight. How did you?
Well, if I were to keep some of the famous boy's friends hostage here and or do anything with you, then how does that benefit me? If anything, that sends the entire empire after me, including the black market, and it gets me taken down, and everything that I'm working on would be destroyed. So letting you go, because I realized how my servants fucked up, saved my ass. All it took was the Winterlight boy going missing, or reporting that 2 of his friends got taken, and describing me for me to be fucked. And if I killed all of you, then, oh my goodness, I'd be in trouble. They have ways of tracking that boy down.
Right. Perfect. Okay.
And you could have all your stuff back, because it's the same thing. If all of your things are stolen and that gets reported, then like, what's the point? I don't need your knickknacks. Granted, you did give me quite a gift in that stone.
Yeah.
You're still using that?
Oh, absolutely. And he pulls it out and then goes, well, I've already used it today. I can't use it again. But me and the Phoenix's secretary talk all the time. A lot of gossip over there in her turf.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
Where do
You guys are
find
wasting
yourself
this, keeping
standing?
this in a bag of holding. You didn't get all the interesting, juicy stuff.
We
The
were
woman's
mostly
losing her
worried that they'll
mind.
Track us. She's losing her mind.
Well, as much as a psychotic person could.
Right. Where do you stand with her on this?
Oh, our business does not intervene. She might deal in the selling of children. I just create them. And he gestures to the woman who is a construct.
What?
They're not people. I'm creating my own version of life down here. You've seen my creations. They attacked you when you guys came in here to break... Well, when they were coming to break you out. I don't deal in her business of kidnapping and selling children. That is... morally cross a line that I don't want to even tread on. Instead, I use my abilities and my talents and my creativity to make life.
Okay,
And eventually I'll be
fine.
able to sell that. I mean, imagine every single house in Chrisfell having a clockwork
fucks.
servant. I do like the
Okay.
nickname you guys gave me. It's very great.
Yeah. if only
Everyone
we
was
could find
going
a
by
better
my
name
real
for
name
ourselves.
before.
Oh, we still don't know your real name. Yeah, it doesn't matter really. I think Clockwork's
Oh,
cool.
okay. If you don't
I
want to
like
know it,
Clockwork.
okay. Guess that's off
I
the
mean-
table for the pencil thing. Nope, you've said it. Deal's a deal.
Fuck.
I was about to tell you.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's fine. Maybe this works better. That way we're not so intertwined, and there's a bit more of a mutual benefit. Okay. So you don't care what she does, but you don't care to get involved with her, do you?
I care to get involved with her if you get involved with her.
In what way do you mean by that?
In the way that I have vested interest in what your group does. No matter how many people you pick up and put away.
So you know what I'm guessing. Do you know more about us than what we like?
I know
we
as
were
much as
given
I've been
up?
able to find out. I mean, you were traveling with a young girl who went home and then came back.
Yeah.
She's with you now. You were traveling with a
Oh, you have,
monstrous
like,
woman.
Very recent information.
Okay, so you know what? So our crossings then with.
I
the-
don't know what you've been up to. I just know you've been causing chaos in the kingdom.
You know about Yolheim?
What specifically?
Ooh.
Oh,
hang on a second here.
Okay. Oh, he goes, I almost got you. You did pay me to ask me questions, not the other way around. So
Listen,
I guess I'll have to
listen,
let that go.
I'll
know
give
you
you
got up
the
to quite a
Yolheim-
lot. I do know Yolheim
I
is
will
no
give
more.
you the Yolheim info for your real name. Put that back on the table.
He looks at Jin and then back to you. Really?
Hold on, can we tack on one more thing?
Oh, okay.
And what is that?
I want to know if you know what we did with the Phoenix.
What you did with her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
When this one
We had
died?
a-
Yes. So you do know. So you do know where.
Well,
we stand with it.
I mean, she at that point was still part of the. I mean, the system down here. Everyone's business interview. You know, people talk. Every client you speak to talks about their other clients. Her getting in a tussle with the Winterlight boy in one of the tunnels in the kingdom, that does not go unknown throughout the market. Granted, we don't have all the details, just that one of you fell and somehow still up and now a dragonborn. And she wasn't part of that fight. That you weren't always a dragonborn? I mean, I feel like that's... you guys don't keep your lives private. I hope you know this.
Our lives are not very private.
You storm about. You set an entire forest on fire, sir.
Girl, you set a forest on fire. Also,
Everyone was talking about how the Winterlight boy and his friends got brought into the fold for a single mission to deal with some hags because they burned down a forest.
I paid my dues.
You did. I'm not saying you didn't. You guys successfully paid your dues, and quite handedly, if you ask me. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Jimmy's just clenching his fist. I know it isn't bad.
It's not perfect.
It's not a success.
But, you know. Nonetheless, I've told you that. Demetrius Balefort.
I knew it! It's that guy!
It's that guy. That was just really funny. Thank you for that.
And he goes, and this was to find out, or sorry, not Balefort. Balefort was the name of the mercantile god. This is Demetrius Maleferous. Maliferas. Maleferous.
Did you just change his last name on the spot?
No, it's written down because I changed it when I made Balefort a god name. Because I didn't want it to be identical from your campaign.
Okay, no, that's what I thought. I was like, no, that was his name. Oh,
right.
Okay.
Because the weapon was called Balefort Spoon. Which it still is, but...
That's tight.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't need you to tell me what happened in Yolheim, I know. Their business goes to the Underdark. They were getting black market resources to try to take over the kingdom. Do you think I wasn't making money off of this?
Man, you're so kind. All right, so like, what are we really doing here then?
I don't know. What are you doing here? I just said I have vested interest that if you're going to, you know, indulge in this Phoenix thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the benefit for you, we stop her from, you know, kidnapping. And
that's not what my benefit is.
No, the benefit in that is that she's not doing that, so your creatures become the main priority.
You're trying to tell me what the benefits are, and you are so off. It's kind of unbelievable.
Wait. Are you trying to get like the weird trafficking market?
No, I'm not trying to traffic people. Who do you think I am?
No. But she's trying to traffic people.
Right, I want her shut down.
Yeah, so
only if you want her shut down. If you don't want her shut down, I don't give a fuck.
No, that's what I'm saying. You want her shut down so then you can have her spot by making
No, I only care about her being shut down if you want her shut down. Or if you're going to act on her getting shut down, I don't care what you want. It's going to be what you do.
You have crazy goals. I can't figure you out.
Yeah, because I'm not going to tell you my goals.
I'm with you, Dro, because I really thought he wanted her out so that he could sell the AI thing too. I was there with that. That's where I was.
No, I'm trying to bring that whole thing above board. I want that signed off with by the Emperor and Empress.
Oh, you want that legit?
To have an entire shop where the most wealthy people in the world are buying servants that are constructed by my hand? Yes.
Man, you're cool as fuck.
That's above board. I just have to go underground to be able to start the science.
All right. So
this guy looks like Heimerdinger in my head.
He is like Heimerdinger.
He's a Heimerdinger for sure. That's
it's smarter than the diagram.
This
dude
was
really
like
good.
I'm not saying, and this is I'm choosing my wording very specifically. I do not care if the Phoenix goes down.
Continue.
I do not care if you want the Phoenix to go down. I do care if you get invested in and act upon your want to get the Phoenix to go down.
Is it a good investment or a bad investment?
Depends how successful you are.
Okay. So like, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's an okay answer.
Yeah, that's right where we need it to be.
Okay. So let me just throw this out there.
All of this for a pencil, huh?
Yeah, crazy, right?
I know.
I'm running out of money, so I'm just gambling here.
Hey, I'm with you on the gambles. You've gotten us so far.
So let me get this straight. Just hypothetically here, just level with me, right? Hypothetically,
Okay.
we take out the Phoenix,
Right.
and
Do
we
all of you
eliminate-
survive?
I don't know.
This
Listen,
is
I'll
hypothetical.
just say-
In this hypothetical, do every person that you travel with survive?
In the perfect world, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we would like that.
Continuing on
yeah.
that front.
So in a perfect hypothetical world here, right? Let's go with this one.
Sure.
We all survive, and the Phoenix's market is abolished, and
Sure.
there's no more trafficking and kidnapping. And
Yeah.
this leaves room for you to do.
Why do you think there needs to be
Whatever.
room for someone to fill a child trafficking ring? Why don't you think that can
No,
just go away and not be backfilled?
No, I'm not saying that. I just really thought like you were trying to stay underground, not go above ground. That's really it.
You've hardly spoken to me. You don't know me.
I
true.
know. That's my bad.
We will
I
soon
cannot
off the
believe this
business.
entire time. You all believed that I was
It's-
trying to like take over the Phoenix. If I wanted the Phoenix gone, I'd handle it myself
Look,
right now.
Look, we got off on the wrong foot. My bad. Anyway, my point of the thing is, we have an ulterior goal here. We're trying to take down
Yeah.
the Lich. Do you know about the Lich?
What the fuck does that have to do with me?
Okay, let's
No,
just.
we're trying
don't
to get
worry
you
about it.
into
Don't worry about
it.
that stuff.
You're
No,
trying
we're
to
not
get
gonna
me
get
into it?
No, just sorry about Drell. Let's focus at the main topic at hand,
Which is
the Phoenix.
right.
We have.
I'll be
It
damned.
seems like there's some mutual benefits from this, aside from getting rid of someone who is doing
My
something morally
only
wrong.
benefit will come from you taking action. If you don't take
Yeah.
action, then I have no skin in the game. And this doesn't mean it doesn't have to be above board, below board. Whatever action you take, I have vested interest.
What is your benefit?
It's because he's betting on us, dude.
I'm just genuinely confused.
That is not for you to know.
Don't worry about his benefit. Right now, the benefit is that we're getting rid of someone who's pretty evil,
So,
and she's spiraling out, is what he's saying too. Which is
all right. So wait, Jen,
which is information. I don't know if good or bad, but she is wiling out, and we know about some other stuff too.
look, man, I trust you, Jen.
She's nearing the end of a goal.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, that's kind of yes.
What did you think was going to happen?
Crazy.
I mean, granted, the Shadow Empress is trying to take care of it, but she's trying to do it in such like a.
the fuck is the Shadow Empress?
Shh. Just let's not
Are
talk
you
about this.
fucking kidding?
Okay, he did
I
really
thought
good
since
I
you were
get
all
it.
coming
dealing
down here
thing.
that you knew about
Just-
Vox's family.
We don't know.
Deception check.
He's in love with the secretary, so if we take the Phoenix down, the secretaries no longer have a job, so he can go pick her up.
I have
he
no
goes-
charisma.
he goes-
It's a guy.
He goes,
It's a
"Do you
goblin,
think
is it
I'm
not?"
stupid?
Listen, I'm not saying anything more than I don't.
It
know.
is a guy. It's not a goblin. You guys don't know his race. He's just a voice that's come through the fucking rock.
Look,
And he's been like,
Huh?
hey guys, so you keep leaving messages. Like he was that kind of guy. Her secretary guy, the one that held the stone for her.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys don't know what race he is. You haven't seen him. It's not been part of your back and forth sending messages.
you just
It's not like it's
When-
like we only send him a message.
when you say
once.
crazy names like that, my bad. I don't
Think
have like
twice.
everyone like filed away in you.
Vox is his mother.
All right, that's crazy. That's her nickname.
It's
Whatever.
not her nickname. It's her title. She runs
That's
this
her
empire.
nickname.
What do you mean? He knows that you're
Oh.
genuinely confused. When Jin was like, "We don't know what you're talking about," he's like, "Yes, you do."
I don't know what you're talking about. Jin
Okay,
is
keep up the
staying on that
charade.
hill.
If we want to start lying, I can start lying. I can play the lying
I'm
game.
not lying.
I'm just not gonna confirm. Feel like I don't know what else I want to ask, but it seems like I have got my answers.
Okay.
Um,
Well, then I got a pencil, and he takes it out
Yep.
and then starts
What
poking.
color is his eyes?
Poke. Bright lavender, gold.
Oh my god.
The lavender's nice. I like the lavender. The lavender is a good color.
There's 50
Um,
uses left.
Okay. He knows.
You'll be here.
He
I'm
goes,
guessing,
hold
right?
on
We
a
can
second.
Reconvene.
And gestures for the woman to come forward, and he draws in both of her eyes. Interesting. It didn't work. And he goes, interesting, and pockets the pencil. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I assume you should be on your way.
Yeah.
Who told you
we'll
how
be
to
in
get down
touch.
here?
Oh, it was a good guess.
Whatever. Anyways.
Actually, you know what? No, I don't mind sharing who brought us down here because he followed us. It's this little rapscallion, this little kid, and he describes.
Oh, that little fucking Boston turd.
Billy.
Yeah. Billy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Don't worry
followed
about
us to this area. Yeah. Just
He's
wanna
been
let
here
you
before.
know.
Yeah, I've had him wind up in those cells a few times because he's drunk. But
Yeah. He's a shyster.
He's a
As Jin is
kid.
walking to the door.
kids have access to alcohol when they want to steal it.
Yeah, he's a little
Yeah, he's
Boston
I
little
guess
turd,
you know
bro.
that did happen in Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
Listen, I'm just
Happened
saying,
in real life.
I had my fair share of few drinks before, you know.
This kid can
Before the magical
steal
number?
a grog off of a table in a tavern if he's quick enough.
All right, but we do got to skedaddle as Jin is hanging out the door.
Okay, make a perception check as he turns and opens the door to go into his back room. Both of you.
I wanna do this. I win these. I win these. Is this for a hidden door or path, Corey?
No.
Win it. Win it.
Oh no, you're not a moorbounder anymore.
No.
Never mind. I was gonna say if you use your nose, you can have it enhanced, but no, that's not the case.
No.
13. You see nothing.
Nada.
Okay, he goes into his room and shuts the door and locks it behind him. You guys head back.
At a very quick pace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sun is setting. Rewind. Sticky and Von Adder. Or wait, was it? Did Sticky say she wanted to talk to someone? No, it was you and Valxis and Von Adder. I was like, wait, I was thinking about it. I was like, why did B want to talk to Valxis'
I
dad?
think Sticky wants to talk to Von Adder about
Yeah.
the fan games.
No, okay, so you go to your father's room and knock on the door, and he opens the door and is like just finished getting. By the way, I see my voice connected thing is getting red, so if I sound weird at some point, let me know.
Oh, it's also red for me.
Yeah.
Just
I've
Discord
heard,
shitting.
I've heard
Discord's
Discord's been
shitting.
shitting pretty recently. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
just shut the
you
bed for a moment.
step into your father's room and shut the door behind you. Oh, Valxis. I was just getting ready. Your mother. I hope it's okay if I attend this time.
Yeah, I'm not.
What are you so worried about? I mean, your sister seemed worried too.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore, Dad. Like, I thought that exploring and traveling the world, and I thought that would be fun, and it was. And I met this group of people sitting in our dining room, and I think they're the coolest people in the entire world.
A smile crosses his face.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's the right thing.
Am I open to give fatherly advice?
Oh, yes, you're my dad.
Listen,
yeah,
Valxis.
that's what I'm here for.
You might be in a position where you don't know what you want to do anymore, but that means that every door in the chamber is open. For you to go down any path, you could even test, turn around, come back, try a different door. I settled in. I settled into being a chef. I was going to be famous. I had my plans locked in. And then I met your mother. And those plans moved me through a different door, and I didn't even get the option of choice. Well, I did, but, I mean, you can't really choose who you love.
That's fair.
But that was also a struggle, because I had a path locked in my head, and then it gets changed so drastically, and I can't fight it. You're in a position where you went down a path, and you don't know if you liked it. And so you tried a different one. You don't know if you liked it. And It sounds like today you're deciding on a third. Not at your behest. Seems like your friends want it more than you do. But hey, you have friends. You're not just traveling city to city, playing music, getting shit-faced, and fucking your way through the nights. Less air travel. Better for the environment.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to know what you want. You just have to know what you don't.
But what if what I don't want conflicts with what I want?
As they say in the cooking industry, risk it for the biscuit. Find out if you like it. Find out if that conflict was a bad one or a good one. If it's a bad one, you learn a lesson. If it's a good one, you keep going. I mean, it's not like it's going to end in you dying. Is it?
I mean, it's gotten pretty close, Dad.
Serious concern on his face. What have you been up to that you're almost dying? Did they not give your friends extra diamonds to make sure that if you were to fall?
Yes.
Okay,
we did, and we haven't had to use any of them.
Good. You don't even look like you have scars.
I do my best to stay out of harm's way.
Then you haven't gotten that close to dying, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you put yourself in this position to get close to dying. You could tell them all to leave right now. And you could stay here. And you could just be part of the family business, or cook with me, or go out, be a nobleman, mingle with the rich, find someone, whoever piques your interest, and live a low-maintenance life. That's there. Or you can keep traveling with your friends. You can get yourself involved in whatever business you do or don't want to. You're still young, though. Unless your life is genuinely at risk, with no chance of being preserved, I don't see the reason why you wouldn't go for the things that you want, even if they might end up poorly. But you did come in here saying you don't know what you want, and then you just said what you don't want conflicts with what you do, which means it sounds like you don't know what you want, but you do know what you want, but you don't want to go down what you want because you think it might not be what you want.
Yeah.
It's a risk. I didn't have to marry into one of the biggest crime syndicates in existence. I was a well-renowned chef. I could have coasted off of that. I could have had the best restaurant in this city. And instead, I'm in this magical tower. Granted, I am happy. I want to make that abundantly clear. But life changes. There's no one path. And you can't determine the path before you go on it. There's no predicting every next step. If it was, life would be a lot more boring, and you'd be a lot more drunk.
Is Mom mad at me?
This has been an interesting topic, because you know that I'm not privy to what the family does.
Yeah.
And yet, your mother cannot mask her emotions sometimes, as she holds that mask day in and day out. It's difficult for her to keep it on when she's around me. And there have been nights where she's been home, where she's not angry. I don't even want to say she's disappointed. She just doesn't know what to do to reach you. And as a mother, it was very easy for her to have two children who were willing to follow in her footsteps and then have one defiantly refuse to. And then, due to the circumstances of the footsteps you refuse to follow, have to virtually cut you out of her life. You're her youngest. She adores you. But she runs an empire. There's decisions she has to make that go beyond family. Sadly enough. Especially family that doesn't want to be a part of what the family has created. So, angry? No. Disappointed? No. Sad and upset? Yes. And I don't know how she's been using that sadness, but she's had very difficult days as of recent. But she did say she'd come back to have this conversation. Though it does have me concerned.
You and me both.
Like I said, I can either be there or stay here. It's not up to me. Although if it's family business related, I probably have to stay here or else they'll just escort me back, and that's a waste of a walk.
You can always get the exercise. I've been walking forever.
I sweat enough over a
crazy
stove
jab.
and an oven every single day. Do you think I'm getting fat? And he like looks down and like he's a scrawny
no,
dude. Like he makes a lot of
not
food,
at
but it's never
all.
really for him. You know,
Yeah,
like he's not gorging on his own food.
No, not at all. I'm just poking fun.
Yeah. Come here. And he like pulls you into one of those side dad hugs and just like holds your head to his chest. And he goes, whatever happens, even if it's the worst thing you can imagine, there's always an okay afterwards. You just have to get back up to it. It doesn't stay at its worst forever. He holds you in his arms for a few minutes. You kind of just fall into the hug. You haven't really had that sort of level of affection in a while. You leave. The rest of the party in the tower has some casual conversation. As the eve goes on, the sun begins to set, and Jin and Drell come back into the tower as you are all preparing to go to the throne room. You're muted.
Thank you. Jin will pull Valxis and everyone aside before going.
Do I need to have them erase the floors and the stairs again? I can do that, says Von
No,
Adder.
please don't. That's scary.
Okay, servants upstairs. You guys can have the lounge. And he takes them and they walk upstairs.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's options. There's options. We didn't get a whole lot out of him other than the fact that how did he best put it, Drell? You
I think we have support in whatever we decide to do.
yeah. 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 He is like-minded with it, but only if we act upon it.
Homie's cracked though. He's got some great ideas.
Oddly convenient.
Yeah. Also, he knows about your mom, Valxis.
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Hey, I don't know how the fucking
He
dark
works in
market
the
works.
he works in the underground.
I was
would-
just a fucking mercenary before this, man. I get a contract and I go. This as far as I go with
Sorry,
this.
I'm-
73 sessions in and Jin hits the
mentioned
I was
your
just
mom?
a mercenary.
He mentioned your mom, and I didn't even know her nickname.
And I said I didn't know her.
He didn't believe her.
He didn't believe me at all. But I said I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
I didn't even have to roll for him to know I didn't know.
You're believable, man.
That's crazy.
That's
But I'm just laying that out there. So
so
we don't have to go down this if you feel a bit begrudging.
So we go and tell him, yeah, we're gonna go after the Phoenix, and he just gives us information.
No,
Knock,
I
knock,
think
knock.
we just do
On the
whatever we
front
want.
door to the tower.
Oh.
You guys are in the lounge?
Oh, sorry.
I'll go.
You
I'll
want
go.
me to get it?
I'll
Okay.
go.
Everyone just kind of stands there looking at each other. To Valxis to
Jin
Jin.
will
to-
walk up
yeah.
with
My
Valxis.
fucking house.
You guys
Jin will
open the
walk up
door,
with Valxis.
and the guard who normally stands front. Oh, Mr. Winterlight, sir, we've got word your mother is awaiting your appearance in the throne room.
Thanks, man.
Make your way there post haste. Who are you?
Sorry.
It just. It can
Nice to meet you, sorry.
Dude,
Is my-
smoked and rolled.
Is my party allowed? I mean,
Oh
I
yes,
would
you have
assume.
all been summoned. It was said. She just said, "Bring Valxis and the rest." I don't have to escort you. I was to summon you.
I know. Yeah, I know where to go.
Okay. He shuts the door.
Yes. Do you think he'll think my name's Sorry and not Drell?
He called you sorry after that.
He called you sorry, so yes.
I think it just might have been a joke.
I don't know.
crazy.
Sometimes the guards don't like to joke. They're a little stiff sometimes.
Yeah.
They are
I mean,
guards
what-
after
what-
all.
What are you thinking then, Valxis?
Well,
Oh, well, I mean, we have to go to the meeting. I can't.
look,
Can't
Yeah.
the
just skip
bottom
out on
line
that.
is, nothing changes our goal from what we came here to do.
Yeah.
So we know
We're
it
going
needs to
after
be
the
done.
fields.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
sir, buddy.
Oh, we need to very soon. That was the
Oh,
biggest part
that's
of that.
something
Sorry.
yeah, we forgot that.
Yeah. Cool.
Like how
she's very
soon?
close. Very
Oh,
close.
What?
To
We don't
finish
know
everything.
to
And she's
what?
also spiraling out. And also she may have Sheila captured. That's just me
And
guessing.
Umrig. You definitely got Umrig.
I forgot about
yeah.
Umric. But yeah, Umric.
Well, we've still got his finger.
Yeah, still got his finger.
You pull out his finger. It's like you pull it out, and a piece of like the dried flesh just breaks off.
Oop, sorry. Wrap it back up.
Oh, it's got a curled finger now from Elden Ring.
Yeah. Are you guys going?
Not his old finger.
You think he'll want it back?
I
His
think
finger?
so.
Yes. Yeah, I do think he'll want it.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Um,
can magically put it back on.
I mean,
Before we go into the throne room, I'm just gonna go over to Valxis. I'm gonna grab his hand
Mhm.
and
Oh.
squeeze it softly, and
Mhm.
then go to stand next to him and follow behind him.
Does Vox get to roll a perception check?
He does on the squeeze.
I'm sorry. B.
Dude, AJ came in
I hate
swift
you,
with that.
AJ.
Does he get to know?
I hate you, AJ.
Another 19. You don't pick up on anything.
Damn it!
Are you guys going? Is there anything else before you guys go?
We all just squeeze it. together.
Jin will tell about. Listen, man, if you don't want to do this, I'm with you in this. But I just want this to fully be yours, not like we as a group went here, and you were just doing it so that we can keep moving through as a group. Because
Darrell's giving you faces.
you matter,
Jim.
bro. Yeah,
What the fuck do we come here for?
we did come here for this, but listen, I'm not trying to fucking put it all on Valxis to make the fucking decision, man. After hearing the shit that went down, it's complicated. So I don't want him to just fucking do this.
It
To do this for us.
It kind of is his decision because he did it for us before.
Voxus, are you going?
Yes.
Jin just
Valxis
shrugs his
goes.
shoulder and tosses his hand up.
Voxus goes. You guys enter into the throne room. After a quiet walk, maybe a little bit of bickering. There's a very tense air in this throne room. What is your marching order?
Me first.
Okay.
I'll
Jin
be
will
right
stand
behind
next
him.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming
I'll
near
be
the
right
end.
behind, Valxis.
With a yawn is crazy too for that.
I mean, you guys, it's a big throne room, so you guys can be all separated and stuff, but just like general.
Nonchalant.
Okay.
I'll be in front of Darrell.
Hold on 1 second.
Do I have to be here? Energy.
Is there a map?
That's very funny.
So,
Fight your
you said you're in. You said you're in front of Drell.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have it be like this, and if you guys want to move yourselves around afterwards, you totally can. Do not roll initiative, you motherfucker.
I heard there was a map. I'm scared.
As
I'm
you guys
scared.
are
Wow,
brought
this is
into
beautiful.
the throne room, and there is
Holy moly!
Kelo, get off the chair.
The big chairs.
You guys enter this throne room, and there's no people in the seats, as before. But this time, the Emperor and the Empress are not in the room. Instead, lining the sides of these walls that then raise up 2 platforms of seats, there's 6 guards on each side in a row, standing fully masked up, no faces visible. And at the end of the throne room, leaning on a railing that the thrones sit behind, is Valx's mother, watching you all walk in, a stern look on her face.
Fierce.
You all step
like
in.
a little shy wave, like hand.
I'll do a nice.
She just looks at you each without changing her expression. Looks up past you, waves her hand, and the doors behind you. And you look up at the windows, and where you see sunlight and sky starts to manipulate and mold and twist until you're back, this throne room locked again, as you guys are in some extra dimensional space.
I don't like this. I don't like the magic rooms.
Is Drell like visibly uncomfortable?
Yes.
Get over it. You called this meeting.
Sorry.
She looks over to the side, and though I don't have tokens for them right now, both of your sisters step forward and sit themselves on the left side, 2 northmost front chairs. So, this one and this one. Well,
I knew it.
Right. I'll get straight into it. Our goal here is to ask for my family's help in taking down the Phoenix, or being helpful to the family to take down the Phoenix. We've realized that we've kind of just been wandering a little aimlessly the last couple months with certain things to do, but nothing major. And figured that the best way to go after the Phoenix is with the help of, or information provided from the Winterlights.
her face stays stern throughout the entirety of your request. Do you speak as my son, or do you speak as a mercenary trying to get a job done?
I speak as your son wanting to do something good than just play silly songs for parties, for nobles, for the general public.
The last time you were here, you were trying to be a hero then, and still you refused me. And yet you come back now, months later, changing your mind? And hoping that I, with the grace behind my soul, allow you to come in for one job and get right back out. It'd be that easy, wouldn't it? Just keep stepping in and stepping out at your whim. Have everything easy. Only have to be part of the family for one job. Get something I want done, and then I'm out. This isn't a game, Valxis. Stop playing it like one.
You're right. It's not a game. This woman has been a thorn in your side. She's obviously fucked with me. I don't think it's a game anymore.
It wasn't a game to begin with. And she, in a flash, misty steps in front of all of you.
I mean, okay.
She starts to step in between you all, looking you all up and down.
I was gonna Sticky just stare up at her.
And she stops in front of Valxis. She stands a good foot taller than Valxis in her heels. Is this what all of you want? This is not just doing one job. If you want to be a part of this, you are a part of this. And you don't just get to leave after you're done.
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself. I do want to be a part of it, but I have my selfish reasons within this. I know Sheila's out there, and I know she's not in the best condition, and as someone I care about, this is something I want to proceed.
I also have my own selfish reasons to want to be a part of this. But I do want to be a part. Completely.
I mean, hearing after everyone else speak, maybe my own reasons are selfish too, but after losing my god and looking for some new direction afterwards, maybe this is it. So yeah, I'd still like to help.
You all are stating your reasons one by one, and her eyes have not left Valxis's face.
Oh.
Oh, this is so serious. Oh,
Holy
shit.
It's serious.
Guards, the rest of them. And she nods her head, and the guards step forward and, not forcefully, go to escort everyone but Valxis up to the chairs on the right side. Are you guys going willingly?
I'm not. I'm gonna stand there resolutely.
Can I stay by his side too?
Jin will also stay by his
I
side.
turn.
She sighs, closes her eyes, and balls a fist as you go to turn, and just doesn't say anything as you continue what you're doing.
Go. Just go. I'll be fine. Please.
I'm gonna have Sticky turn to look at his mum and just stare at her.
Her eyes are closed. She's balled her fist, and she's like trying to hold back a yell.
Yeah. And then she's going to turn to Valxis again. Give him a reassuring smile as best she can. Take his hand and squeezes it, and then goes,
Okay, that's what you want.
Make another perception check, Valxis.
Yeah! 20!
A 19 again.
19, man. Son of a bitch.
She squeezes your hand and goes up to the chairs. Is anyone else not going?
Listen, man, you'll have to fire me. You hired me as your bodyguard. I'm not going anywhere.
She
Go.
opens her eyes and is staring daggers at you.
I just look at you and go.
Sorry, man. It's not part of the job.
If you don't go, I will strike you down here and now.
I'll look to Valxis.
I look at you, and this is like you haven't like seen just a pleading in his eyes. He looks at you, and he goes, "Please, just go."
Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. You'll be right up there.
Jin will soldiers march on over to a chair.
Okay. I feel on you saying something before you go?
I'm with you to the end, Valxis. I would have turned back a long time ago if I wasn't in this.
Do I have to sit in a chair? Can I like
You
lean
can
on the wall?
stand. You're just up in the. You're not like
stand.
yeah. You can stand if you want to stand and just like be at the railings. You're just at the chairs, and the guards that took you guys up there, the other side are still there. They've actually split up, but they're behind you guys. Just not like on top of you, just like standing in the alley, like the like open area behind, just holding you guys. Just making sure you guys are staying there, and not intervening in whatever's happening right now. Ben, I'm just gonna have you be like there, so you're on the side of the railing. Those of you who are up in the balcony, all of you can make perception checks.
Uh-oh.
Everyone but
Ooh.
Valxis.
I win these.
I
Fuck, dude.
roll these 12. I rolled it.
That's what I should be saying.
Kelo.
Holy
I'd
fucking
like to
voices at all.
use magical guidance. Roll again.
Just tell me what that does real quick.
I spend one sorcery point to roll another d20 on a
Sure,
ability
go for it.
check.
Go for it. Yours one was an
Not
11.
much better.
Okay. Kelo, Aphelion, Mary. Three of you watching down at Valxis and then looking up across the way at his sisters. Both of their heads are down. And specifically Kelo and Aphelion, you notice Fanoa's crying. Silently, but she's crying. The room becomes silent. Quiet enough you could hear a pin drop. And your mother steps forward and starts to circle around you a couple times. Before she steps back, pulls out her rapier, and uses it to hold your chin up. How far are you willing to go to prove it? You've already denied me once. How do I know you won't change your mind again?
Because at this point, I think it's time I stop running from the family name.
Are you willing to prove it?
Yes.
She pulls the blade down. She doesn't sheath it. She turns around and she walks a few steps away. And with her back turned to you, she says, "Far end, farthest pillars, draw your blade."
I do so. I step as far to the furthest pillars.
Mhm.
And
We can be in squares like there, so it'd be like here.
Yeah. And I pull out the warrior's pass key,
Mm-hmm.
transform it into the sword, the long sword,
Sick.
and I twirl it around at my side.
You see Vivian raise her head. "Mother, you don't need to— Silence!" And she turns to you. She had her like back turned. She like full silence and then turned around. And she looks up at Aphelion and makes eye contact. I need you specifically, the rest of you can all roll initiative as well. But wait, first of all, wait for turn order to be up. I have to find it because they fucking moved everything in this goddamn, there it is. Everyone can click your tokens and roll initiative. But we are going to be going in the order of Valxis and his mother, unless someone actively tells me they want to do something to step in.
I'm gonna have literally like, because Aphelion is sitting right next to me, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been clenching like at my hip. That's and it's like, I guess like sheath right now or holster is my moon sickle. I've just been kind of like tightly clenching it, not really
Yeah.
doing anything
I'm
openly.
gonna
But
have Sticky literally noticed the eye contact between the two, and she's gonna like go over to Aphelion and stand like right next to him.
She's gonna say something. I was just gonna put it in turn order first.
Okay.
What's up?
Can I hold my lyre with my other hand?
As long as you're using the longsword in a one-handed fashion, because it is a yeah.
It's a
It's like a wand. It doesn't take your main hand. It's not a main hand thing, huh?
Don't I have an advantage?
Hold on, your mic's cutting out.
Yeah.
There's a reason why.
I have advantage on initiative.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why.
It's the feral instinct,
Oh, is it part of your barbarian stuff?
I guess.
Sweet.
Yeah, go ahead. Go roll it again.
Yeah, I won't do it again.
I'll just delete the first one because there's no way it's worse than a 1.
He's so mad he moves.
No,
on.
No, it oh my god, the new roll 20 doesn't make it so there's 2 initiatives. It just re-rolls it.
Oh, thank
That's
God.
sick. Okay, that's sick. That's sick. That's sick. That's sick. Okay.
I want to let her thing come out, but Jen has something to say before or after.
Going on a walk.
Well, she goes at the same time as you, and I promise you she has a higher dexterity. So she's going to act right after she says what she says. So if you want to say something before the eye contact's made, feel free.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I was not emotionally prepared for that. Let me be the one that takes a beating then at this point. Why strike down your own son? Let it just be me.
That's not what I wanted to do.
You're gonna be.
Let the bodyguard take his beating.
I
As
don't
Jin will
think
stand up
you
from his chair.
So she had said silence to one side, and then she turns to you and says, "I said be silent!" And the guards step forward in unison. And then she makes the eye contact with Aphelion.
Then Jin will still stay standing.
Okay, that's fine. When she makes eye contact with Aphelion, right before she takes her turn, she says, "I hope you kept that diamond." And then she moves. So she is going to... hold on one second. She sprints 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet towards you and quickly whips her rapier through the air, and as it does, it sparks with arcane energy. Just the tip as it signs glyphs in the air, and 3 blasts.
Is she casting a spell?
No. She's doing an attack. And she three bursts of just these projectiles fly out of her rapier. That is a 28 to hit, a 27 to hit, and a 29 to hit.
Oh, God, those all hit.
Hold on.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it! I wanted to try and get Sticky to try and jump in front of the heads.
It's not something that can be easily done.
You are 30 feet away.
Yeah. I could do it.
30 feet or more.
I just needed to roll a 20.
You take 34 points of force damage as 3 projectiles. She whips her rapier and 3 projectiles come out. And
I do like. Can I thematically just do the Harry Potter flip like when he's like a wizard?
Yeah. Let's just say it pushes you back 5 feet.
Yeah.
And those blasts come flying out, and she ends her turn just with a rapier down by her side. You see now that she's like moving very quickly, her like robes, her cloak like fly open, and she's wearing this mithril plate, like this chain plate underneath her robes, and she's like fucking fierce in a way that you guys haven't seen her before. You've only talked to her once, but it was very cordial up between the thrones. This is the first time you guys are seeing her in action. And that is going to end her turn. Which means, unless someone in this order of Jin, Ben, Drell, Sticky, Mary are doing something specifically, or an Aphelion. Oh no, Sticky, yeah. Mary, down to Mary, then Valxis. So unless any of you are doing something specific right now, I'm going to go straight to Valxis.
I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts.
On her?
Her.
Surface level or pushing?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. At the absolute surface, well, if you're pushing is when she'd make the save. You get surface no matter what.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. If you wanted to push deeper into her thoughts, that's when she'd make the save. It would shove you out and also let her know that you were probing her brain. At surface level, there's no recognition. If she fails, you catch the deeper thoughts and she still knows someone. I'm pretty sure. No. If she fails, then she doesn't know. But if she succeeds in her save, unless it says, I'm pretty sure it doesn't give her free reign to know you're doing it.
Yeah, either way, the target knows that you are
Sure, she'll know. If she fails, you get into the deeper thoughts. If she succeeds, you don't. But are you just doing surface thoughts or you're probing?
Yeah, surface for now.
Okay. At the surface of her mind, you hear just repeated over and over again. I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. Are you probing deeper?
Sure.
You go to probe deeper into her thoughts and get shunted back out with force enough that it makes you take a step back, and she quickly looks up to you and almost growls. Just a
go ahead, sorry.
What is this? Is this
anyone else doing anything in
It's an
those
action.
5 turns prior
Yes.
to Valxis? What?
Yeah. Jin will yell to Valxis, do you want this alone? Because we are all here for you.
She cuts you off. It has to be alone! You intervene, you die.
For it to go correctly, yes, it has to go that way, yeah. But I'm asking
it.
Valxis what he wants.
Okay. Mary, Sticky, anyone? Before I go
wanna
down,
do
Drell?
something.
What are you doing?
Can I, like, nervously tap my boots?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, thank God.
Make a
23.
sleight of foot.
So
Yeah,
close
you
to the one.
trigger your boots of speed. And when I ask you guys these questions, beyond this round, if anyone has anything they want to do, have it at the ready. There's no like, what can I do? Just think now. Have at the ready what you're gonna do because this is gonna be quick. Okay. Valxis, you're up. Unless Mary and Sticky, you have something.
No, Mary's just standing up and like hands on the railing, like leaning over, watching.
Okay.
Sticky, like, her eyes are fucking like crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have her like her hand on her gauntlet, just like fucking prepared to do literally anything in a second.
Sure. Sticky, make a perception check for me.
I got you. Please give me a good roll. My roll's a big dog.
Nope.
Oh no.
Valxis, your turn. What are you doing?
I kind of. Fuck. Ooh. I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Counterspell.
I counterspell the counterspell.
Really?
Let me make sure I can.
You can. You can. She's casting this with a 5th level spell slot, so I need you to roll me it's a D20.
I can only cast it at 4th.
Right, which means you have to roll. It just means you have to roll.
DC plus 10 plus the spell level, so 15.
Right, so you have to roll higher than a 15 on your counterspell.
Spell? Well, is it a spell attack or just a...
You make it's a spell casting ability check. So whatever your spell casting ability modifier is, so charisma plus D20.
Plus 5.
So D20 plus 5.
Okay. I'll just roll charisma.
Okay. You counterspell her counterspell, which allows Valxis to turn invisible. Actually, hold on. Vivian stands up and attempts to counterspell your counterspell.
Can I well, okay. If I cast it with subtle spell, can she do that? I mean, I guess she can.
What does it take for you to put subtle spell on a spell? Can you do that on a reaction?
Just one sorcery point. Yeah. When I cast a spell, I can use one sorcery point.
I was gonna. Is Valxis gonna respond to what Jin asked or no?
It's still the beginning of his turn. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I just want to make sure. I don't think you're wrong. I just want to be able to read it. Okay, so here's... It's only somatic components. Interesting. Yeah, okay, she doesn't fire off a counterspell. You use your subtle spell on it, she doesn't notice it. And Valxis goes invisible.
What's her reaction to that?
Hers?
Yeah.
She goes to like counterspell and you counterspell, and she looks up at you and looks over at her daughters, and her daughters are like, they both look up shocked. And she like points, and both of them fly over and just hover in front of you, and you see Fanoa, tears streaming down her face. Please don't get involved. Please don't get involved. And she looks deathly terrified. She's exuded confidence this entire time. She looks scared.
Fanoa saying that?
Huh?
Fanoa?
Fanoa, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put my hands up and back up a little bit.
Okay. The guards, as you back up a little bit, you feel a spear just touch your back. It's not being pushed forward. They're all at the ready.
Yeah.
Oh. But you go invisible, Valxis.
I will move forward to that pillar.
Okay.
30 feet of
the rest of you have no idea where Valxis went.
Oh, now we have a show.
Oh yeah, no.
I think that is all I can do on my turn.
Okay. No bonus actions or anything?
I'm looking.
No.
Can I? I can't inspire myself.
No.
So no. I literally said, oh yeah, I have inspiration, and it says other than yourself. All right, never mind.
Sorry, the turn order got removed. I'm so sorry.
That is my turn.
Oop. Okay. Aphelion, do you have something you want to do right now?
I look around, like I try and go through my stuff looking for the diamond, and come to the realization that I do not have it. It is on Valx's person.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
very
It is on
certain.
me.
Yeah. So that's
Make a
gonna be
perception
my
check,
turn.
Aphelion.
Gonna be some bullshit like the chair has diamonds in it.
No, a 24. You see Mary is currently clutching a diamond in her hand.
Oh, wonderful.
Kelo, anything you're doing specifically?
I'm just looking at everyone else, making sure to like prepare myself if anything goes wrong, seeing if they're gonna like jump in there or do anything. I don't know.
Your mother's turn. She seems to almost laugh a little. And she goes, so even in a moment where you swear to me that you will prove your worth, you hide. Like you've hidden from this family your entire life. Have I not given you everything?
Shit.
And she steps forward.
Damn, why
And
the fuck did we come here?
in the
Sorry.
space that you were. Actually, I'm going to need you to roll a D100.
Lovely.
This is going to determine
I'm saying-
where she's putting what she's
Hey.
putting.
We did our part.
A 71. Almost
crazy.
like it's right behind you. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Oh, well. Okay, it's supposed to be a sphere. Give me a second. A sphere that big that was like, if it'll let me grab it, grab the sphere. Grab the sphere. Grab the sphere.
Only
Not the
grasp
boxes.
it.
Highlight it all.
Only
Highlight it
grasp
all?
it.
No.
I know. I have to highlight it all, but you're right there, so I have to then not have you selected.
Hold
Thank you.
it.
Okay, you
Hold
can.
it, Patrick.
It just doesn't let me move it. Whatever. I'll leave it there because you weren't in it anyways. She casts Ice Storm down. You said she Ice Shards just in that area, and she laughs. You'll have to come out eventually. It's not like you're getting out of the room. And she gets serious again. Jin, Ben, Drell, Sticky, Mary.
Do you want us alone or not? That's it.
Okay, Ben, anything?
Can I just hold a reaction to like?
My hands are still up.
Okay, you're holding a reaction to that. You're holding a move action. I'll say.
Is that a thing?
You can only hold one thing, so you can hold your movement, I guess, for if something happens. But tell me what's procking.
You're holding a dash.
Yeah, you're holding a dash.
Yeah.
Which is just you'll just get your full normal movement because it's the dash action, which just adds your movement again. It's another move action.
Yeah.
But for what circumstance? What will trigger the reaction to dash?
Oh, Valxis is seen and he's in like dire hurt.
So if Valxis is really visibly hurt, you run. You get a full movement. Got it. Jin, you're set. Ben, you're set. Drell, you're doing your thing. Sticky Mary.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see where Valxis is?
Sure, go for it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You've seen him go invisible before. Yeah, you don't see him. He went invisible. He just Sticky. Anything?
Sticky is gonna kind of look to the two sisters that are, obviously in distress.
Make an insight check.
Fuck.
A 6. They're just both pleading with you to not get involved. Anyone here proficient in history?
Oh wait.
Me? I'm proficient in
history.
history.
Besides you, because you already know what I was about to say. You can roll. Ben, this is off your character since you've started the game's memory, so there is no recall on this.
Okay.
An 18.
Would I fall into this category too or no?
Are you proficient?
I see the red dot is
I am.
Then
yes.
If you're proficient, you can roll. If you're not proficient, you cannot. Proficient just means if the dot's filled.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it mattered because
it means your proficiency bonus gets added. An 8, no. But Mary and Ben, both of you remember conversations with Valxis where he admitted that at points in his life he had to kill his friends for doing something against the family. And that the panic in these two girls' eyes means they've probably had to do it too. And this is the way the family handles stuff. Please don't get involved.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have.
You don't know. This is just something that Mary and Ben remember vividly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna look over at them, and then, turn to them and be like,
can't you do something?
They just shake their heads. No.
We have to let them.
Valxis, you're
we
up.
have to let them work this out.
All right. I will move 15 feet right up next to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, you didn't think I wasn't going to use my strengths against you? And I will swing with the sword.
Sure. Go for it.
Wow. Okay.
Is it?
So I get a...
it is an advantage because you are invisible.
Yeah. The problem is that the Warrior's Passkey doesn't have like an actual block to click on, so I have to
Interesting. I thought it did because it's like a weapon,
I mean,
but
it kind of does, but it doesn't really.
Where is it? Hold on. I'm looking for it. It says, the +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with
it's
it.
It's a longsword with +1.
A +1 longsword, which if you already have,
I don't.
You don't.
I'm just gonna add one.
A longsword is not a thing. Is a longsword, I believe, is not a finesse weapon. So you'd be rolling with your strength.
Yeah.
Plus proficiency bonus. You are proficient with it while using it, so you get the +4, and then the +1 and -1 cancel out. So it's just a +4 to hit. Because it's a strength weapon.
you're right. Maybe I
You have a
shouldn't use this.
-1.
Yeah, whatever.
You have a +4 proficiency, plus it's a +1 weapon, so it's just a +4.
I should not have used this.
I mean, you can take it back. Well, you did pull it out last round.
Did pull it
So,
out.
Yeah.
No,
you can make the swing. It's plus. You have a +4 to hit.
+4. Well,
Also, it was your bonus action to transform the key into. Well, you did it before the combat started. Never mind.
yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Plus, you said 4?
Yes, +4 to hit.
No, that didn't work. God damn it. I was trying to do the funny business of like rolling.
I think it's because you have the KH.
Yeah, well, because KH means keep
highest.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
keep highest.
I think you have to separate that from the
It's-
+4 though.
No, I think it's supposed to be keep highest 1.
Oh.
There you go. 22 to hit.
That does hit. Roll damage. You're 1d10.
Okay, we.
Seven points of damage. You strike at her from your invisibility, and the force damage just clashes into her, and she. Ugh! I knew you'd use your strengths. I didn't think you were dumb enough to get this close.
And then I will run away.
You moved 5, 10, 15. You have another 15 feet of
Yeah,
movement.
I'm gonna move to this pillar over here.
Okay.
Swipe it.
Make a stealth roll at advantage. Your footsteps still make sound with greater invisibility.
I have the key, so they don't.
True. Never mind. You have silent footsteps. You're right. Thank you for calling it out.
Oh, cool.
Keep me in
Wait,
check.
greater invisibility lets you stay invisible while attacking.
Yes, that
it
is the whole
does.
point.
That's
It
cool.
only
I didn't
it
know
only
that.
lasts a minute versus
Oh.
regular invisibility, which is
Oh,
much
cool.
longer, but you can't do things. No, you're fine. You don't even need the
Cool.
stealth check if you have the silent footsteps.
And then bonus action. I'm gonna use healing word on myself
Okay. Go for it.
at
that's
fourth
what-
level
okay.
to hopefully heal a little bit back.
Nice.
Heal. Okay, I'm still in it.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. And with the, oh fuck, can
What?
I pump it with psychic blades?
Pump your attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Extra
Pump
3d6.
Ooh. Bard stuff.
Yeah, bard shit.
I'm guessing this is like Bard Smite.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Got it.
Another 13 points of damage.
Another 13. 20 points of damage. I did half of what she did to me.
You like
Sustained.
sear
It's
into her
sustained.
mind as you strike. She shakes it off. You feel like those psychic blades didn't do as much as you wanted them to.
Hey man, same here.
Yeah. Aphelion, anything specific?
No.
Kelo,
This-
anything specific?
Just watching.
Okay. Back to your mother's turn. Oh, she is mad.
She should be.
So many options.
Fucked up.
The only way I survive this fight is by not getting hit.
Typically how you survive most fights.
Yeah, not allowing myself to get hit. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
better.
yeah.
That's the better phrase.
Think of what I sacrificed for you, bro.
She is going to. She's going to attempt to perceive you, like try to find you, just like in the wave of. It's going to be her. I'm going to have this count as. What's her perception? Hold on.
Do you guys know the see invisibility spell? The component for it is just powder. You're literally just
Really?
blowing powder into the air.
You're just
Yeah.
poop.
And just hoping it sticks to him.
She
That's
rolled a
it?
15 plus 7.
Which is a
22.
22.
So she
That-
like,
That beats my 19.
I'm gonna say this takes her action to do, to like actively be like looking around trying to find you before she like sees like a waver in front of the pillar as you're casting healing word on yourself and like like breathing. There's just like barely an amount of movement. You're like, because you're making noise with your mouth even though you're invisible. You're breathing heavily. You're whatever. So you're trying to hold it in. It's just hard. And she spots you and goes, "Oh, come on, don't play this game of cat and mouse." And she bonus action Misty steps right in front of you
Oh, fuck.
and ends her turn there. Jin, anything specific?
If you want help, say something. Other than that, I will stay here and watch you do this. Stay silent if you want to keep going alone.
Ben, anything specific?
Everyone here is willing to die for you.
Too much, shush. Ben, anything specific?
That's it. That's how I was going to end it on.
No.
Okay, Drell.
Did you get my DM?
Yes.
I
Okay.
take back the thing. I'm scared I'm gonna get killed.
Sticky. Sticky.
All right. Sticky is going to grab Skittle off her belt,
Uh-huh.
and she's going to get him to hover right by her face and just still watching, but just waiting.
Okay. Mary, anything specific?
Yeah. I want to try and inspire Valxis.
What are you gonna do to inspire him?
She's just gonna John Cena wave her hand in front of her face and be like, "You can't see him."
Valxis, in this moment you feel just a bit inspired. What is your inspiration dice at your current bard level?
A D6.
You have a D6 that you can add to whatever. Your turn. Your mother is right next to you, staring you down in your invisibility.
Kick her in the balls.
Punch your tits.
Is that concentration? It's not. This may be really dumb.
Go for it.
Really dumb. I'm gonna cast blindness, deafness, and I want her to be blind.
Ooh. Is a crazy gamble.
Really hoping. Really hoping.
She rolled a 15 plus 3. 18. She succeeds on your blindness deafness.
I possibly.
What?
at
No, I
that
can't use
point, can I use? I know I've got it here somewhere.
If it's not something that's a reaction, then you're going to have to wait until I come back around to you.
A flash of genius. It's a reaction.
One moment.
Yes, that's the one I always think I have. Good shit.
You're using it on the wrong person. You can use Flash of Genius to add something to someone's roll on an ability check or saving throw. You don't get to remove her roll, and it doesn't add to his spell save DC. So you would save that for when you're trying to increase his roll to save against something, or his roll to, and you'd have to be able to perceive him. So you would also have to make a perception check, and it would be something you cast at Valxis, not at her, unless you're trying to help her.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Valxis, the rest of your turn, you've used your action.
That sucks.
Yeah. While she does know you're here, I will let you know that if you do move out of her range, she will be making attacks at disadvantage because you're still invisible.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
If you decide to move.
I mean, I'm gonna move. I
Okay.
need to. I need to move. I'm going to. I'm going to move.
Mm-hmm.
I want to move like 20 feet towards like this way while going 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
Like
She's
I
going
pick
to
up.
attempt to strike you while you leave with her rapier.
Fine. Disadvantage.
She rolled 2 nat ones, so she doesn't hit. That was crazy. I cannot make that up. That was 2 nat ones.
Oh,
As
meant
you
to
fly
be
10 feet in the air, she
moral.
does see you go, and she can hear now the. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Aphelion, anything specific?
Nothing.
Kelo.
Just still watching.
I'm getting kind of hanky,
Okay.
not being able to do anything.
Are you just
That's all.
teetering on age? Okay.
Just-
Rage.
just sitting there.
On her turn, she is going to attempt to cast Feeble Mind. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. DC
What's Feeble
18.
Mind?
Can I help now?
How are you helping?
You
What are you
can't-
doing?
Inspired.
You do have a
No.
+6 to your Inspire. You can't see him unless you make a perception check, Sticky. So you can try to make a perception check and see if you see him.
Can I try?
Yeah, you have to roll higher than a 19 to be able to like know where he is. Natural 20 with a 21. With this roll, you get a D6 and then an additional +4.
Doxus isn't within 30 feet
For
of
my
me.
flash,
maybe.
is this for my flash of genius?
Yes, you're using your Flash of Genius to give him a +4. He's
I'm 10 feet in the
35
air, too.
and 10 feet in. Well, yeah, but he's also like 10. He's like 10 feet below you. You guys are pretty high up.
Oh,
Wait, what does the Flash of Genius roll for?
I have no idea. Hold on.
No. You weren't supposed to click that. It just he
No,
gets
I
a
didn't think so.
+4 to his roll. That was just
So I get a.
Yeah, I legit did not mean to do
yeah.
that.
Wasted
I was like,
2 nat
what
20s
the
in a row. Well, one nat 20 wasn't wasted. The other one was wasted.
Oh, you say I get a +4?
You get a +4 on top of whatever your intelligence
Okay,
save
so
normally
I
is,
have-
and then an
I have a
additional
+6.
D6. And then an additional D6. Roll the D6. You get 3 or higher.
that's cool.
Holy shit! Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Why do your teeth have skin?
Oh my god.
You take the full amount of damage anyways. You just save from the other effects of Feeble Mind, which,
That hurt.
if you were curious, would have turned your intelligence and charisma to a 1, made it so you can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
I'd been fucked.
Yeah. But you still take the damage. Your friend saved your ass there. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Thank God for my friends.
Yeah. You take 19 points of psychic damage, which I believe since you took your
Half.
ring off,
Yeah. No.
or you still have
wait,
your
It's from
horns.
my horns.
yeah. So halved to 9.
9.
9 points of psychic damage.
That's so nice.
And that is her action.
Okay.
That's half of it.
No, that's
Yeah.
9 points is half of the damage you would have taken.
No, he's saying that's half of her turn.
Well, I mean, yeah, but she doesn't. I mean, NPCs, it's hard to give them bonus actions, really. But she doesn't use a bonus action. Instead, what she's going to do is slowly walk 5, 10, 15. And because she's walking instead of running, like that's her full movement. And all she does is slowly walk and just stand underneath you and look up. And Jin.
Oh, him.
Yeah, at him. Jin.
Jin will turn down the whatever the seating, the row, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do not get involved with this. This is his own bidding. He wants to do this alone. Do not rob him of this. Do not strip him of any
Just
chance
doesn't stop
in
yapping.
this.
Ben, anything
That's
specific?
it.
Nope.
Okay. Drell Sticky Mary.
No.
Can I try and inspire him again?
Actually,
You need to make a perception check. I probably should have had you do it last one, but I allowed it for
man.
free. You need to be able to see him. He's
Okay.
moved a lot and he's greater invisible.
This is true. Okay. Perception.
Stool.
Perception.
Yes, perception.
Please.
can I unsettling presence her?
You have no idea where Valxis is anymore, Mary.
God damn it.
I want to just check.
Oh wait, my bardic inspiration specifies if they can hear me.
Sure, yeah, you want to keep singing something? You got to say something, because before,
Yes.
yeah, you can't see him. What are you saying this time?
Yeah.
She's
Whenever
not
I
within
was
15 feet
gone-
of you, Ben.
Whenever I was gone, I got married to an invisible man. I don't know what I saw in him.
You see her turn to her, and she goes, if she does that again, silence her. And she's looking directly at her daughters. You get that you kind of sense that you try to pull off a bardic inspiration after that one, there might be problems. Okay. But Ben, within 15 feet of you is the caveat on unsettling presence. And she's not within 15 feet.
Okay.
She's not even looking at you, dude. You're behind her. Valxis, you're up. You're 10 feet above her right now. You're not within melee range, but you are 10 feet above her. Well, actually, you said 10 feet off the ground. If you're 5 feet, she's close to 6 feet in her heels. You're within 4 feet of her. You're within melee range. If you're only 10 feet off the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna go another 10 feet in the air.
She's going to attempt an attack of opportunity at
Yeah,
disadvantage. That's a nat 1 in the disadvantage because she had rolled a 17 and a 1. You go 10 feet higher in the air.
And I just slap at her, and I cast Shatter at 5th level.
Okay. What's the save?
That is a 17 con save.
Oh my god.
That's a 14 plus 3. She saves half damage.
Motherfucker!
Your mom ain't weak, dude.
I know.
For 24 cut in half to 12.
12 is still
Not bad.
Still not bad.
Good damage.
Anything else on your turn?
I moved to what, 10 feet? I'm gonna move 5, 10, 20. I'm gonna move 20 feet that way. Towards the throne. And I'm gonna bonus action take one of these potions of healing it's normal potion of healing.
Yeah,
So
go for it.
4 plus 2 for 7 points of damage.
Chuck the empty bottle at her head.
Okay.
I really thought that
on
the warrior's
specific?
cast could let me use my
Nothing specific.
spellcasting modifier, but I
Yeah, it's weird.
did not read right. Oh well.
Kelo.
I just cross my arms and grind my teeth a little bit.
Okay. Back to her turn. She turns towards you. Actually, sorry. At the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action to make one of her arcane burst attacks
No.
at disadvantage. She rolled a 2, so she misses. You just see her as you're flying the 10 feet. She
Holy
whips her rapier
shit.
again, and flies past, hits the ceiling. Bricks, just dust and bricks. As you fly by. Now that it's her turn, she is going to point towards you with her opposite hand. So she's a rapier in one. She just points towards you with the other. And you, like, see her pointing at you and you're confused for a moment before just a big explosion. Just this ball of red light starts to surge and just blow up in space. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Inspired.
You are inspired. And Sticky, you can use that again. You do have multiple uses of it. If you, Sticky, have to find him again because he's moved again.
Okay.
This is your second use. 13. You don't know where he went. You just know that it's in that vicinity, but with a 10, just this big explosion, and you take...
That's gonna leave a mark.
I'm scared, dude. This was a legendary action, wasn't it? Or was it?
No, this
was
one's her
attack.
turn.
Oh, it's her
Okay.
attack.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought it was a rapier. I was worried for you.
50 points of fire damage.
5-0.
5-0.
my
50
God.
points
Halved
of
to
fire
25 because I have fire
Halved.
resistance.
damage to 25. Actually, at that point, since you have resistance to fire, I had her specifically choose fire because I forgot that you were also resistant to fire. It's cold damage. It's an explosion of ice. Same thing. Just
Well, the good thing is that I'm also.
I know. That's
also
why I'm changing it back to
resistant
cold because
damage.
you're resistant. Because you're also resistant. But yeah, so you take 25 points of cold damage. Because you failed, you're knocked prone, so you're knocked out of the sky, and because you flew, you're 10 feet above the ground. You take,
and then I went 10 feet more. So I'm
yeah,
20
so
feet in
you're
the
so you're
sky.
20 feet in the sky.
Oh.
You take
2d6.
13 points. No, it's 3. I think it's 3.
Oh,
I'm doing 3
three.
for 20 feet in the air.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take 13 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground and you are prone.
Cool. So I have to make two Constitution saving throws.
Oh, for greater invisibility, yeah.
Right, greater invisibility.
Damn.
my
So yeah, so one of them.
So I have
So
to
you only took
do-
25 because 25 damage from the spell
Oh.
plus the falling damage.
Yeah,
But 25.
damage.
So 12.
10.
You have to roll higher than a 12 and a 10 on 2 con saves.
Come on.
17.
Nice.
Nice. We like those. We like.
Your
to
greater
see
invisibility
Yeah,
is still up, but you
yeah,
are
close, baby.
prone. As we go through, Jin, Ben, Drell, Sticky, Mary. Anything specific?
Jin will march over to Mary.
You start to move and the guards step in.
Then he will point over the guard, leave it, and point at her.
What are you trying to do?
That's it. No, that's all he's saying. Like,
Oh.
as in just leave it.
To
be.
Mary?
Just leave
Oh,
it.
to the
Yeah, to Mary.
inspiration stuff. Okay, anyone else in
Yeah.
that row? No? Okay, down to Valxis. Oh, what?
Oh.
No, I was just gonna have.
I'm sorry.
Sticky
I just
go-
want to say this.
Just go.
I read that.
Please, like, yell. Please stop it at the mother.
She doesn't acknowledge you. Valxis, you're prone. You're hurt. You're on the ground. What do you do?
Well. I am going to stand up
Mm-hmm. Half
Half
your
my
movement. Yeah.
and I will that uses concentration. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I really only have one move left. Like that.
Sure, go for it.
I will
Sorry for the late session,
Cast.
by the way, everyone.
cast
This is
Ralph
sick.
Ralitham's Psychic Lance at her.
Okay. Is this an attack roll or is this a save?
No, this is a save. It is an intelligence saving throw.
She rolled a 26.
Oh, right. Well, she takes half damage then.
Okay.
Only
13
fucking
points
13,
of damage,
reduced to
cut in
6.
half to 6 points of damage.
Yeah. And I will stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already standing. And I will drop greater invisibility,
Mm-hmm.
and I will hold my. I'll also put away the lyre,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just hold my sword with 2 hands, just facing her, blood dripping down my fucking face, my entire body, and I just stare her down.
Okay. On her turn, at the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action to Missy Step directly to you.
Mhm.
Aphelion,
And
Kelo,
I
you both have something you can do
stare.
right now if you want to.
Can I ready a healing word?
Sure. She stands before you. And let's say she's trying to make an insight check. Are you showing your emotions bare on your face, or are you trying to disguise how you're feeling? in this moment. Are you acting tough, trying to be more than you feel? How is Valxis feeling right now? If she were, I'm just gonna have her roll anyways. She rolled a 19 on an insight check. On just trying to get your vibe.
He looks so tired.
Mm-hmm.
He is holding the sword with as much confidence as he can, and it's shaking. Like he's putting up the facade that he is strong enough, but he is so terrified in this moment.
Mm-hmm. She's going to make 3 stabs with her rapier. That is a 18 to hit.
Hits.
A 20 to hit.
Hits.
And a 26 to hit.
Hits.
One second. Sorry, this is a lot of math.
Oh no.
You take 86 points of piercing damage from all 3 attacks combined.
He fucking dead.
What is your hit point maximum?
My hit point maximum is 74.
And how low were you already?
I am at 17 HP.
That brings him to 5 left. He's fine.
5 left for an insta-kill.
He's fine.
Actually, you had 17 left. No. You had 17 left. The first attack would have done 17, and that was 2 more strikes while you were unconscious.
Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Oh.
As
He's insta-killed.
the third pierce goes through you, right through your chest. The air tightens. You fall forward onto the sword. The pass key falls out of your hand and ding, 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 down into a key.
It turns back into a key.
And she leans in and whispers in your ear, "Welcome to the family," and pulls out the blade. And Valxis collapses on the ground, a pool of blood beneath him. She takes her cape and rubs off the rapier, sheathes it, and then turns and starts walking towards the door. As you guys see... Okay. What are you doing to stop her? What are you doing to stop her? She's going. What are you doing to stop her?
Sticky is literally gonna jump down.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna vault over the banister.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vaulting.
Mary's
Vault
about to
over the
Misty
fucking
step to him.
banister.
Are you all stopping her, or are you going to him?
I'm gonna try and stop her.
Okay.
Jin
Whoever's
walked the
going to
banister,
her,
vault to
what are you
Valxis.
doing?
I'm just gonna run after her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna say to hold on, wait. Okay, hold on, wait.
Are you all jumping over the railing? Because it's like a 20-foot high railing, or like a
Misty
15-foot high
step.
railing. I need you guys to make dexterity
Misty
saves.
I'm a
Jin
monk.
is
You're
jumping
Misty
down
stepping.
towards
Mary's fine.
Valxis, Yeah.
Mary's fine.
I'll dexterity
Drell
save.
and Jin, you guys are probably dexterous enough.
I'm not good at these.
Okay. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm up for whatever.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, Aphelion, as you trip over the railing and hit your face on the way down, but immediately get back up to go rush over to him. You're in distress. It's a whole thing. No one's judging you for it. What are you doing, Sticky?
We can just move our tokens over here, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
At this
Okay,
point, we're
cool. I
out of,
wasn't
like,
sure
you don't
if it was
even
turned
need
in
the
it.
map,
Okay, yeah.
like,
Gotcha.
but, like,
Okay, gotcha.
unless all of you were going at her, but the guards let you go,
Yeah,
by the way.
I'm gonna just chase after her, yelling, being like, "What's wrong with you?
That's your son!
You need to make a dexterity save as you hop over the edge.
Takes out salt is sick.
Is anyone currently attuned to the cauldron to be able to make it big, or do you need to spend the next hour attuning to it?
I'm still attuned to it.
Revivify.
Okay.
Revivify. Not even thinking. It's already in her hand.
Hold on. We'll get to it.
Fix him!
With a 13, you're fine, Sticky. You trip a little bit. You don't take any damage. You just keep screaming at her as she's walking away. She doesn't even make eye contact. I need you to make an insight or perception check, your choice.
Ooh, I'll do insight.
A 4. She's stone cold. And she
Oh my
keeps
God.
walking. She's not looking towards you. She throws her hand up, and both of Valk's sisters fly over, land, and walk. And she leans in, whispers something to Fanoa, and then leans in and whispers something to Vivian as you're screaming at her as she walks away. You guys see the windows back to sunset now. Dark, starry skies. As she waves her hands and the doors open. And she continues to walk away from you, Sticky. She's not stopping.
I'm
my
searching
God,
for
okay.
Vex's diamond on his person.
Mary,
check his
so
pulse.
Mary has one out. Drell's pulling out the salt, like demanding the cauldron. You're digging through Valx's pockets trying to find a diamond. You guys are panicking.
Wake up!
Ben, what are
Mary's
you
already-
doing?
Yeah.
I stand there.
Okay. So
Mary's
Sticky,
already
you're
casting
down
Revivify.
here. It doesn't really matter. We don't need the map. Like we don't need to pay attention
I'm
to the
gonna
map logic
cast-
anymore. But
Wind wall
uh-huh.
in front of the door.
One moment. I'm assuming you changed your spells at the beginning of the day, and I need to refresh your page. I'm on the wrong person's page. I am. What am I? Like, where's the spell?
Oh, the wind wall spell?
Yeah, no, I was looking at the wrong person's page. It's not your fault.
Oh, okay. Do you want me
okay.
to roll it? Or?
No, so 50 foot. One of his sisters turns and counterspells. Vivian turns to you and counterspells. Just waves her hand and cancels your spell as you go to fire your gauntlet. A blast of wind. It out and then just fizzles. And she turns to you and she gives you a look, and just you see a single tear coming down her eye. Fanoa was the one that was crying heavily before, and she just goes, "Please stop. Care to him." And she just turns back and they keep walking.
Oh man, I'm gonna have Sticky literally like just on the verge of fucking like angry tears. You know, just goes. I'm gonna try not to cry. Hold on, wait. Wait. Just sees some goes.
I can't believe that you call yourselves a family.
And then
she keeps walking. Did you try to say that quietly?
No.
Okay. As she walks without turning around, she steps forward, keeps stepping, and as you finish your sentence, she pauses, and both of his sisters take an extra step before stopping and turning confused. And she turns back towards you and goes, "And what does that make your father?"
Oh.
I'm gonna have Sticky literally just like fucking like on the verge of like about to lose her shit. Just like staring back at her and being like,
You don't know anything.
"I know more than you think, young one." And she turns
And you're
away
no
and keeps walking.
better than him.
She keeps walking. She doesn't stop. The doors behind her. So Mary had the diamond in her hand, taking the cauldron, growing it, putting the salt in. Plus, Aphilion's not even growing the cauldron. He's like looking for a diamond in Valx's pocket. So Mary casts the Revivify spell. And we need some group skill checking going on. Valxis, you have not died before, so the DC is pretty low on successes versus failures and where you have to get. How are you all adding to this Revivify ritual?
Drell's taking salt.
I'm gonna, well, first of all, wipe my eyes and then run back over towards Valxis.
Actually, you know what? I want you all to take the week and figure out how you guys want to bring back Valxis.
I already knew.
Write it down right now for yourselves. Write it down for yourselves right now.
Dude, I even had some
I
shit
just realized what
prepped
time
right
it was,
now
so
in
we're
this
going to
fucking
stop
moment.
because we've kept a lot of people past their bedtimes. Valxis is lying dead on the floor. One of you is frantically pulling salt out of a fanny pack. One still standing in the rafters. Another bent over, crying over him. Kelo, Jin, just watching, get him up, like, you know, like trying to get everyone going. Aphelion frantically digging through his rich clothing, trying to find where he'd keep a 300 gold diamond. And Mary, holding a diamond in her hand, almost praying to Kiki to bring Valxis back. And that's where we're going to end the session.
No.
Whoa.
This was a fire session.
Fire!
Sorry, I'm writing down my
Banger.
idea because I'm gonna forget.
I'm making the notes.
I heckin'
The greater
salt
invisibility
around
was
him.
fucking crazy. I was trying to kill you
Dude,
way faster.
I was like, that I had been planning that. I was like, oh, immediately get in a one-on-one fight. Greater invisibility.
I will tell the rest of the party because I did tell Cubs. I did totally fuck up at the very beginning. She did hit 3 blasts in a row, and I only accumulated damage for 1 of them.
Yeah, I would have been dead. I think I would have been dead almost instantly.
Immediately. Jesus.
Yeah. What?
Damn.
Because what the first blast did like 24 damage to me.
Yes,
No, it did 30. It did 34 damage.
It did
to me. I was
30.
But those were also
I was
really
on
high rolls.
40 HP.
Those are really high rolls.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even at an average after that, like say you rolled low, like a 10 and a 15, he wouldn't have like
20 HP.
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
he would've-
less.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that was sick. That was cool.
I'm very surprised that I lasted
Hey.
as long as I did.
Greater invisibility, my
thanks for
guy,
not
and
letting
your
Jin take
team
that hit.
doing inspiration and
Yeah, that was.
Thanks
nice.
for not
That was
letting
so
Jin
fucking
take it
cool.
Hey,
for
thanks
you.
for telling
Oh
me to
my
go to the
God.
bench, man. Hey, that was cool.
Man,
he was
Jin,
about to just take the beating, bro.
Jin
My
straight up
favorite is Jin
told Mary
just
to
going,
stop
Yeah.
Please.
right before.
Hey, let me know if you need a hand, bro. Keeps getting the shit beat out of him.
Hey
Yo,
man,
you let
say
me
nothing
know.
if you want to take this
Let
alone.
me-
Pretty much. I mean, like
Yeah.
he was just like waiting for his go. You didn't want to rob him of it.
Before Jin said like
yeah.
stop it to Mary like directly, she was about to healing light him.
Dude, she would have
She
killed
was
more
just-
than just him if you guys got
Yeah,
any more involved.
dude.
She let you guys do a lot.
Listen, I was ready just to die for him, and I'm like, is it worth it? No, because then they sent the sisters over, and I'm like, no, I don't think this is worth it. Like,
You guys have enough stuff to get him back up, right? You got
I got-
2
we
diamonds.
We just
the,
well, I mean, we
the
have the
jar
stuff
of
to get him
salt.
up. We just have to
'cause,
make
like,
sure
the,
this
st-
works.
the
It's not a jar.
the salt
it is
cauldron
8
thing.
bags of 25.
The salt
pounds of
cauldron
salt.
thing isn't a revivify spell, so it doesn't need the ritual, but Mary started it as you were pulling the salt out, so it's like, you know, obviously you could have just put his body in there, left it for a day, and he would have been decrepit for a week. But, you know, you guys went with the revivify spell. If that fails, you obviously still have the salt in the cauldron, which is a different, I'm pretty sure it's a raise dead spell,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah, I think so. That sounds
which, if I remember
I love
correctly,
buying salt.
if I remember correctly, isn't Raise Dead the one that can change your race?
No, resurrection. No, reincarnation. Yeah,
Reincarnation,
no,
okay.
reincarnation.
I was like, I know there's one that does.
Wait, there's 3 ways of being revived?
Yes, they're all higher level as time goes on. Because they allow, because Revivify is within the last minute they died. Raise Dead is if they've been dead for no longer than 10 days. And then Resurrection, I think, doesn't matter.
100 years.
Yeah,
It's 100 years.
yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. You can resurrect anyone as long as they're, you know, able to be resurrected.
Willing.
Yeah.
So, my
That's
question
another
with
thing
the
is,
raised
Cubs,
dead
you have to
thing, yeah.
you have to figure out whether or not Valx's soul is willing. And we're going to talk about,
Homie
before the
does all
ritual,
this and
what
just
your
goes,
afterlife is
"Ah."
like.
Homie just goes,
'Cause you
ah!
are there.
I'm done. He was tired. He was tired,
He was
man.
really tired.
Homie just
He was
goes,
really tired.
ah!
And only you heard the words your mother said to you before you fell.
I know.
But that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. Those of you who are watching in a recorded digital space, appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys all again probably next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, should be good.
Oh my god, I'm
Bye.
shaking.
Me too.
Boy.
Bye.
Okay, bye.